Alexa, stop. Hang on, I was getting all fancy and now I lost my time. I don't know what time we were supposed to start. I think this was a 2-minute song, so it should be right on time. Hey, gun people! I had me a few almonds, and while I was getting everything ready, I ate them all. Stupid almonds. So let me get a few more here. All right. These are the best almonds. Not that I'm sponsored. All right. So what the hell's up? We're getting some cooler weather in Texas. It's supposed to be like in the 60s. Am I transmitting? No haircut? No haircut? What do you mean, no haircut? Did I trim again? I can't remember the last time I trimmed my head. Alex Jones was great. I didn't finish the second part of him, but that judge is brutal. Is that saying yes, you can hear me? Or no, you can't? 5 by 5 means like I trust Yankee. Yankee says he can hear me. Not in San Antonio. We're sweating. Yeah, I just got finished cutting the grass. I went to the gym, then went and had lunch. A couple of friends had a Korean bar. Had some bulgogi and kimchi. Doggies. Yeah, we can hear you. Thank you. So I got oh no, I don't want to share a video. Sorry. I got to share my screen. So I got all these tabs up here that are working. I need to do video, so I'm going to clear up some of them. But I don't know where we should start. Any sake? No, I don't really do sake. When I was younger, I did that soju, wild, crazy shit, but I don't need that. Yeah, that live with Lester was fun. I enjoyed that too. Laser eyes on Judge. That shit was so funny. When they pulled up that picture and I was doing that video, I was freaking busting up. He was horrible. Look, I got news for you. 90% of cops are horrible on a stand. Probably 95% of all witnesses are horrible on a stand. It's a very uneasy feeling to get up there, having everybody look at you. You got the judge's orders. You got these two attorneys kind of attacking you, wanting you to say. They're objecting. They're like this. You don't know if you're in trouble. Somebody's typing all your stuff. They're telling you to repeat that. Being on a stand is not easy. So anytime I see somebody struggling, I get it. But all right. One of my favorite lives. What was that? Rick, remember when Charlie was on my team? You probably do. Because I got to admit, I know how those freaking stinky little cheating lawyers work. So I thought I saw one of my favorite lives with Lester to date. Oh, really? Wow. That's a pretty good compliment because I thought Lester did pretty good lives. If that was your favorite, I don't know how much of that because I was there. But that's pretty cool. I like Lester. He's a good dude, man. Him and Jamie both are good people. I'll tell you. Lester and you were amazing. I don't know about that. He'll do it once a month if you guys go bug him. I already told him I would do it. Well, it's posted. You can go watch the live. Me and Lester did about an hour talking about different issues. Holy smokes. Made it to alive, Sarah? Wow. Got a horsey picture? Hello from where? Illinois? Oh, is that Illinois? She's in Illinois. Illinois. Nice. Who's Lester? Lester runs a sanctuary for animals, and he's got the ostrich. This ostrich right here, his name Carl, and he attacks him, tries to kill him. I think it's funny. So every time Carl tries to kill him, I usually do a video. Gotta say what he did wrong. Hey, Rick, do you think the judge from Rittenhouse trial would have handled the weasel lawyer examining Alex? Yes, I do. I do. That judge was pretty fair. And he didn't mind getting in anybody's ass. I think the judge on a Rittenhouse trial was pretty good, personally. My horse is a dog. Let's channel. Oh, he's got like multiple channels. One is I'm a survivor. I am a survivor. Or I apostrophe am a survivor. Then he's got Lester Longhorns. And then Jamie's is Scoots and Boots or Shoots and Hoots or something. I don't remember Jamie's. Somebody will put it in the comments. He acts such like a likable square nerd. He's a good dude, man. I like Lester. All right. Rittenhouse trial. Lester Longhorn. That's one of them. Oh, I didn't even know we were on Lester Longhorn. I thought we were on I'm a Survivor. I didn't know what channel was on. He screenshotted me a link, and I typed in the link that he screenshotted me. I'm sure there's an easier way, but that's the way we did it. Oh, Suits and Boots. That's it. That's Jamie's channel. Suits and Boots. Or Shoots Two Boots. All right. So let me get something on this freaking little crazy shit here. This is the most egregious. I mean, I don't know if I expressed my frustration with government power and tyranny as this. I mean, I want you all to think about somebody that you care about, either your daughter, your mother, your girlfriend, your partner, whatever the hell they're calling it, some girl that thinks she's a guy or some guy that identifies. I don't care. Just think about somebody that you care about, and they go to the store to pick up something, and the cops pull them over, accuse them of a crime, handcuff them, throw them in a car on a railroad track, and then a train plows over them. I mean, this woman she's going to be so paranoid of freaking trains and railroad tracks. She is going to be so fearful of cops. She's going to probably be scared to even go out of the house. Her recovery may take years, if ever she gets 100%. When you get a side impact, that's the worst impact. Rear is pretty bad. But side, your neck's just not able to adjust like that. This is a little bit better than this, to where everything snaps sideways. Multiple broken ribs. I did see that there was airbags deployed on her side. Luckily, that car had side airbags, so that probably helped her. But she was in her 20s. I think if she would have been a little older, probably over 30, maybe over 40, I think she'd be toast. That is a horrible, horrible way to go. That poor girl. Now, look, I'm not saying she's an angel. I think she probably was involved in road rage. Maybe she did tailgate somebody. Maybe she did brandish a gun. Big freaking deal. You got idiots burning down cities, and they don't do shit. They put this girl on a freaking railroad track and tried to kill her. Destroyed the car. Destroyed the radio, the lights, all the equipment in the car. That's a lot of money to get those cars equipped. Destroyed probably the gun. If he had a long gun or shotgun in the car, both those guns were probably destroyed, bent. Can't use them. I mean, the amount of damage and taxpayer money that was lost on these freaking idiots. It's not just one. There was a man. If I showed up to a scene, a car was parked on a railroad track. So who's a dumbass that parked their car here? Move that shit. Or I would have got in and just moved it. Some agencies, when I worked at Woodland, all cops had keys to all cars. When they got new cars, they were keyed with the same key. So if you had a key to a car, and every cop carried a key to the car on their belt, so any cop could move or start any car at any time. Now, that was a problem when we were fucking around and in the middle of the night, a guy goes in a car, he parks his car, and we drive up, get our keys, start it, and move it down the street. He comes out and he has to walk like a freaking half mile to get his car. He's pissed. But anyway, it's really good when everybody's got the same key because you don't have to worry about who's got the key. Can we move the car? Go get the car. Can you get the car? I can't get the car. Can you let him out? Can you lock the car? Can you? Every car is keyed the same way. I know somebody's going to say, what happens if you lose a key and a criminal has whatever? Whatever. You know, if a frog had wings, he wouldn't bump his ass when he jumped, but he doesn't and he does. So, all right. I know. Then I see the freaking fire truck parked on the same railroad tracks. I'm like, what are the freaking odds that another train comes? They move this lady out of the car. They get her out. She's all messed up. They put her on a gurney. They load her into the ambulance on the freaking railroad track. And another train comes and hits the freaking fire truck. This woman would be like, what the? Holy shit. Are you kidding me? All right. So this is just, I'm telling you, man, this is the most, you talk about lack of accountability, lack of caring, lack of care, total disregard for safety of others. I mean, this is just so freaking egregious. Any idiot that's never driven knows not a good idea to stop. Buses stop before the railroad track and look both ways. Tankers stop before the railroad track. Cops park on the railroad tracks. I just did that video less than 2 or 3 months ago where it's like 8 different cars or 8 different agencies parked their cars on there and they were trashed and hit by cars. Nobody died. Nobody was in it. Nobody cared. And now they put somebody in a freaking car and they kill them. I'm telling you, man, that'll be their freaking motto. You mess around our county, we'll put your ass in a car and park on the railroad tracks. What do you think of that shit? Ain't nothing you can do about it. We got immunity. Screw you, pesky citizen. All right. So I've only got the delay on for 10 seconds to stop those automatic posts. But now my comments are going faster. Lack of judgment thing. It's just crazy. It is. But I don't think it's a lack of judgment or thinking. When you have power and no accountability, you don't care. And that's a problem. If you don't care, that's when people get hurt or die. The whole purpose of our system of being able to sue somebody and get money is to penalize people for doing stupid shit and getting people hurt. But the government, in their wisdom, has exempted politicians, government employees, cops, firemen, judges, DAs. So the people with the most power have no accountability. They can't be sued. Only the pesky citizens can be sued. We have lost this freaking country, and I just don't get it. All right, so let me get through some of these. I don't know what the hell this is. Officer involved shooting. This is the same freaking county that this dude shoots some unarmed dude. I haven't done this video yet. So this cop shoots this unarmed dude right here. The same county that just parked the car on the driveway. And this dude comes up, Mr. Tattoo Arm. Rick, why do you hate tattoos? Why are you? I'm just telling you, he's got tattoos all over his arm. So he shoots this guy like a scared pussy when a guy has no gun. Look at him. Hands open, right up on him. Tattoo boy. Stop, bang. Once in the chest. Dead. So I got to do a video on that one. Put it on Earning Hate. What the hell is this one? Man who killed Republican teenager over political argument is free on bail. So here's a left-wing loon. Struck Republican teenager with his car, ran him over. because they had a political argument. 41, he hit an 18-year-old, part of a Republican extremist group. The freaking left wing who ran him over with a car is an extremist. It's the conservative that got ran over. That's the extremist. This is our freaking country. If you don't read the news with exactly the mindset that it's the exact opposite of what you're telling, you'll have no freaking clue. Republican extremists, according to affidavit obtained, Brian attempted to striking a pedestrian with his car because he had a political argument with him. The 18-year-old died of his injuries. He killed him because he was part of an extremist Republican. It's just crazy. And he's released. He was released. He killed a dude with his car. Released because he's a liberal, because he's a left wing. You keep laughing it up. You cops and guys like this, you keep laughing, thinking that people are just going to keep taking it. I'm going to laugh my ass off when shit hits the fan. I'm going to laugh, ha, 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 and just wait for you stupid. Have a drink before I freaking. The case comes on the fears of political violence rise across the United States. Nearly 2/3 of Americans say political divisions will increasingly spill over to violence. Okay, so a liberal runs over a Republican, and look at this sentence. A national speech on unity to say that MAGA Republicans spread fear and lies. This is what Biden said on September 1st. MAGA Republicans spread fear and lies and are committing to destroying America. So this dude takes note from the president. See, they sue and put Alex Jones on trial for saying that he thinks something is fake and the government's involved. And they allow the parents to sue him and take millions and cost him millions in attorney fees. This guy runs a guy over and kills him, and they're blaming MAGA Republicans. Laugh it up, funny boys. It's all fun and games till you're fucking tied on a railroad track. See how that shit works out. All right. So I wanted to cover that one. Man who killed a Republican teenager. Okay, I already covered that one. Oh, I made this document for any of my horsey people that are here. I was talking about crazy horsewomen or crazy rescue women. And it doesn't just depend on heart. I'm sure everyone on here knows a crazy woman that is always busy, sporadic, never responsible, always has an excuse, 200 things going on. I'm just so busy, and this dog died, and that horse died, and this rabbit died, and my kids, I need to school, and I got to take them to school, and my kids, I'm busy, and my husband don't listen, and I'm just busy, I'm a victim. And so I described these freaking crazy horse people, and somebody said, I think you're describing the martyr complex. So I made a document and I shared it. I'll put a link to it in the description once this posts. The martyr complex psychological pattern is marked by self-sacrifice and service to others. So what these people do is they want everybody to think that I'm giving and I'm such a good person. Basically, they're insecure and they're just screwed up. They want everybody to cater to them, feel they're the victim, think they're these wonderful, great people. Meanwhile, everyone in their lives are miserable. Every animal in their life is suffering, but they think they're really great because they're sacrificing and helping. So it's marked by self-sacrifice and identifying martyr traits, tendencies, burnout, stress on your relationships. It's not just stress on your relationships. It's everybody in your life, kids, family members, friends, everybody in your life, people you're trying to help, everybody has to suffer because you run around and play the victim because I'm so busy and I'm so important and I have to help in order to feel good because my life is so empty. I'm telling you, man, these horse people are crazy. But anyway, I made this document describing the martyr complex, and then it went right into narcissism. And narcissism is degree, and sometimes these terms, I mean, every one of us has certain traits that kind of identify with probably every crazy thing out there. If you read the definition, you would say, oh shit, I do that. I must be that. Or I do that. When you take a psychology class, I took a few psychology classes, and you start self-diagnosing yourself, and you're like, you get all paranoid. You're like, shit, I think I'm that. Holy shit, I think I'm that too. Holy shit, I think I might be that. Because we all have men. But when it dominates your life and it's like everybody tells you and you're too stupid to know it and you just make everybody miserable, this is what, so narcissism, while everyone shows occasional narcissistic behavior, true narcissists frequently disregard for others and their feelings. Selfish people, they don't give a shit about anybody else. They only care about their own happiness, their own liberals, left-wing extremists, only care about their feelings, and everyone that hurts or doesn't agree or doesn't promote them and make them feel good, then you're bad and you're evil and you must be wrong. And it's not me, it's you. Total narcissistic. And so the martyr complex and narcissist kind of blend right in. So anyway, I was going to post this and do a video on it on my Horsey channel, but since it's up here, I just figured I'd show it real quick. But all right, so let me see if anybody got any comments on that, because I'm sure somebody's like, I know somebody in my life just like that. I can suck myself. Oh, nice. I'm paranoid. Neither am I. What's that? I'm not conceited. Conceitedness is a fault. I have no faults because I'm perfect. Yeah, okay, that's it. Is the stream blurry? Here we go. Are you kidding me? I look clear. Can everybody just put clear or blurry or C or B? C for clear, B for blurry. So I know if I need to adjust this. You shaved your head. No, I didn't. I just cut it short. I didn't shave it. There's still hair up there. A little bit. See? I just cut it short because it won't collect grass and it's easier. And I've either got to let it go long, and I don't want to do the comb over because I got a receding hairline. I mean, I'm almost bald, but whatever. So I don't want to do the comb over, and the hair is, I mean, long. It gets hot. Now that winter's here, I used to like to let it go long in the winter, but you know what? This is so much easier to take care of, and I just don't give a shit. Whatever. I'm just tired of freaking messing with hair everywhere. Cut everything off. I'm going to go bald everywhere. All right. When you look in the mirror, you're looking good, narcissist. I can't stand people. They are always wrong 9 hours in a day. Oh, these 9 hour in a day people drive me nuts. I mean, it is just, I cannot, it's so selfish and self-centered. I mean, they're just emotionally bankrupt. They really think the world is all about them and their problems, and they are the only ones that are busy, and no one else matters, and everybody should cater to them because they are so special and giving and helpful, and I'm so busy and I'm so important, and it's just disgusting. It's a pain in the ass to be around people like that, but whatever. Fuck cops are useless. Oh, I trust animals more. All right. So let's see. Did anybody answer my question? Telly Savalas look. What? Chrome don't eat a Tootsie Pop. How about if I drink with a glass with a bullet in it? Is that like a Tootsie Pop? Let's see. Oh no. Only old men have comb overs. Chief Smoke a Lot. Man, Chief Smoke a Lot did great on our live. I saw somebody cracking on him. Who? Well, I think it might have been Yankee. Chief Smoke a Lot was smoking, and he pulled out his gun on my live. Look, if YouTube doesn't care, I don't care. For a while there, they were like shutting down a live if somebody showed a gun, and they're really hot and heavy. And I think they kind of stopped because it's like, how do you know it's a real gun? So when I pull out a gun, I always say it's fake. It's not really. And how do they know it's a real gun? So I think they kind of stopped that. I mean, I don't want everybody coming out here freaking shooting their ARs in the air on the live, but I mean, Chief's pulled out his gun. I got no problem with that. He's a gun guy. He's a proud gun guy. Whatever. Mike, I'm thinking Mike's bald. I don't know about sexy, but it sure as hell is easier to care for, man. And I kind of like, I don't like having hair, so it kind of feels like it's got that little, like, almost like if the Y was trimmed up, you kind of get that little fuzz. Anyway, I digress. All right, where are we at here? It cleared up. Oh, so it's not fuzzy. Maybe it's just fuzzy when I go here. Or no, here. Does that make it fuzzy here? Maybe that's when it gets fuzzy. Did Smoke cut your hair? Cheese smoke a lot? No, he didn't. What happened to Moki's ear? He got in a fight with some cat. I don't know how many times. He's always getting in fights. So it just got tore over the years. I mean, he's an outside cat, and sometimes he gets in little brawls. He's got to be protecting his turf and shit out there, you know, freaking playing Black Lives Matter and shit. Some cat probably walked through here. He called him a racist. Next thing you know, he's freaking burning down my barn. Anyway, I digress. My wife said Highlands High shout out, Law Dog. Highlands High shout out. Rick, I didn't think you had a receding hairline. I thought Buddy had leaked it off. No. It's been receding for years. I mean, I was told that probably in my 30s. Yo, man, I think it's kind of I've got French in me, and my mom and grandmother's really French on their side, so in the French area, the receding hairline is dominant or some shit. So I'm going through my, yes. Oh, somebody, that means it is fuzzy. Yankee thought, what? Please check your settings. Yankee taught us that 5 lives. Oh, you know what? That is true. If you do check, let me see what my settings are on. Oh, shit. Sorry. Stop my cam. I don't know how do I get to my settings on here? Audio, stop mic, edit, name. Shit, I don't know how to do my settings. Anyway, if you go to your camera settings to where you're viewing me, it can be, you can change the thing. Are we done with the martyr complex? Yeah, we are. All right. Am I still on the martyr? I thought I moved on. Where are we at here? So this is pretty good. This cop gets fired. And I think I did a video on this where he mashed some dude to the ground on some bullshit call.
Not resisting.
And does it show the? He says he used his foot to help him get on the ground, but in reality, he smashed him. Anyway, I'll end up doing a video on that. That's a good little video. The civil rights lawyer, cop sued partner. This is a freaking great case. Not this one, this one. So this dude runs out of a freaking, he goes into a house, a dude has a gun, and the cop panics, runs down the stairs, takes his gun behind his back, and shoots, and hits his partner. And then this guy who has less than a year on the force gets an evaluation that says he performed above standards or way above or something above standards. He ran out of a building where a guy just was holding a gun, never pointed at him, screamed, yelled by the female partner, put his gun over his head, shot as he ran away, and he shot his freaking partner. I freaking love that. You talk about some coward pussy ass cops, man. I'm telling you, you go running by me, point your gun behind me, I would have tripped your ass down the stairs, jumped it on you, and took your gun away. I mean, that shit just didn't happen back in the day. I'm telling you. Crazy shit. So how many saw this one? This is a very interesting video. This dude kind of goes in and shoots up some shit. They're saying he had Molotov cocktail. I don't know if it's a flashbang. He had some little flashbangs from paint, but it's a pretty good shooting, and I'm not real sure on what his motive was. He shot and killed 2 people in a car. I thought he was a cop car because he walks up on these other people inside, and they're like, "Don't shoot me," and he's like, and he doesn't shoot them. And then he goes out, and when the cops come up, he opens up on their ass, hits 2 of them, then puts the gun on himself and kills himself. I'm like, dude, you were doing so good shooting at the cops. Why did you kill yourself? Look, if I ever get in a situation where I'm shooting at the cops, they're gonna stop me. I ain't freaking putting a gun on. Are you kidding? I ain't freaking, you lost your damn mind. I'm taking out as many as I can if I got to go out. Hell no. All right. Where are we at here? Hi, Judy. Nobody asked you about poor Judy. All right, so I got to do a video on that one. What's this one? Oklahoma jail inmate accused of raping handcuffed female inmate. I haven't, somebody put something, a link. Oh, shit, I forgot to share that. Somebody put a link to this, and I got to look it up. So sometimes when somebody says, hey, Rick, check this out, I'll highlight it, open it, and then it's just one of my tabs. So I got to research that and figure out what the hell's going on there. Seriously hurt when train hits her police car. Oh, I already did that one, so I can close that one. Tails this one. Hopefully I don't have any porn in here. Police vehicle. We are deeply, oh, fuck you. All right, so whatever that one was, gone. CBI investigating officer that shot. That one's gone. What was this one? Platterville officer vehicle. Platteville. What was this? Video shows train. This is a train shit too, man. I had a lot of train shit, didn't I? What the hell? What is this one?
Video was intended to inform and educate the public.
What's it gonna do? And I hear a train coming. You better let them know to stop that train.
Police patrol for where?
And 14th Street northbound.
Now, PD's were pulled the train tracks. Just out there, they help a car, quad car.
So this is another freaking gun vehicle, or that damn train. And you know something on that train vehicle that I didn't notice? Did the lights come on? On the train vehicle, did anybody see the lights come on? Because it had the X and it had the lights. So did the lights not come on, or did the cops just ignore it? I couldn't tell when it hit. Somebody go back and watch that and let me know. Cat Spat, are you a girl? No, he's not a girl. I know him. He's not a girl. Shit. He's freaking helped me with my computer. He got me this computer I'm on right now. Let's see. Somebody, how fucking retarded do you have to be parked on the road? It's just crazy. It's not retarded. It's like, what do I care? Look, if you told me, hey, Rick, we're going to give you special super secret powers. You can't be sued. DAs aren't going to charge you. You can go into any bank with a gun and take all the money you want. Raise your hand if you think I would go into banks. Hell yeah, I'd go in. If the government told me I could go take money out of the bank, I'd be going to every freaking bank I pass and taking money. You're like, what do I care? I don't give a shit. I got free freaking money. The cops are getting free money. They get paid vacations. They get freaking retirements. They get cars. I mean, why would they care? They can't get, there's nothing that would prevent them from caring about anybody or anything. That is a huge problem with power. The train had lights. I know the train had lights, but I'm wondering if the lights. No, Rick, they didn't. It was small rural crossing. Yeah, but I thought I saw lights on the X. Maybe I didn't. If it's just the X on a small rural, you're right. It wouldn't be lights. There's no arms. And anyway, if you're not an idiot, you don't park on the freaking, what was that? 50 push-ups. I'm late. I did my 50 push-ups. All right, good. You're good to go. Have a drink. Your sins are forgiven, my child. Okay, so it didn't have lights. Thank you. That freaking train must be going 70 miles an hour. And I want to know if there was a freaking camera inside the car that showed her scared, climbing, screaming. Because that's the video I want. And the attorney that sues will get that video unless they lose it. Cops shot each other. Quarter hours get shot. No lights. Okay. No lights. Everybody agreed. I didn't see the hit train hit the brakes. When a train's going that fast, I don't think they do hit the brakes. I think they just keep going. Why did you rob all those banks? Because it's money and it's free. Shit. I told y'all a story that they brought in a career bank robber in the academy to talk to us, and we got to ask him questions. And then this old black dude comes in. He was a good old dude. I mean, I like the guy. He was kind of funny, even though he was a multiple bank robber. So he comes in and shit, and we're like asking him questions. Weren't you afraid of this or blah blah blah? And somebody asked him, "Did you do surveillance like before? Did you go out there before, see where the cameras are at, and like what time they close or when it? What kind of surveillance did you do?" And we were all like, "Yeah, that's a pretty good question." The guy goes, "Surveillance?" He goes, "I just walked up to the window and went, okay, I'll rob it." I was busted up. I was like, I like this guy. He's funny. Oh, shit. Rick, I have a court case coming up. Can you give me some pointers to give the DA and the judge some grief? Well, it depends on what the trial's about and what kind of, you don't want to be fucking around if you're facing a lot of exposure. But if it's just like they're going to give you a fine or, a few days or between a misdemeanor or some bullshit and you want to fuck with them, there's lots of ways. I mean, Art made a good point. I think it was Art that said every time they ask you a question on a stand, count to 10 slow. 1, not out loud, just in your head, and make them wait. And they'll all be like, "Do you want me to repeat or what? Did you hear the question?" "Yeah, I'm thinking about my answer before I answer. I'm on the stand. I want to try and be correct." And just take 10. That way they can't get in a rhythm. It pisses off the judge. It pisses off the attorney, but they can't say shit. They can't say you have to answer the questions quicker. So, I mean, that's one way to mess with them. Let's see. That's why he was arrested multiple times. Maybe his planning wasn't good. Look, I'm going to tell you guys, not that I would encourage any robbery, but I'm going to give you guys a tip in case you want to start a life of crime. If you're going to rob something, rob an armored car. They are easy. There's only 2 guys. One of them leaves. They've always got big money. When you hear these armor car robberies, most of the time you don't hear how much money they get because they don't want it known. But when people rob armored cars, it's usually over $1 million, if not several million. Now, I know they're going to tell you, and it's against company policy, and we can only carry this much, and we never have any. That's so people don't rob them. I'm telling you, you want to make easy cash? Take out an armored car. Easy, big cash, not a lot of security. They drive around all the freaking time. I would never encourage that. I'm just telling you, if you drive an armored car, you need to be aware that it's very vulnerable and it's got a lot of cash. Anybody work for an armored car? Somebody's had to work for an armored car on here. How much cash they carry? Repeat the question. I don't remember what question you're talking about. Rick's crime tip of the week. Yeah, I don't want to give, when I give crime tips, it's just in case you want to do research or you're writing a crime book. I'm just trying to help you with your research on things. I'm not promoting violence. I'm not promoting crime. I'm not trying to encourage crime. Crime is illegal, and I would never promote anything illegal because the government has a monopoly on force. But hypothetically, if I was going to rob something, I'm going after armored cars. Hypothetically. I'm a massage therapist. Hey, Maggie, I got this pain here and here and here. All right. I had a Brink tell me to go to the commerce window. What's a commerce? The hell's a commerce window? I guess still, I'll send you an email, Apex. I remember my Apex boy. In Mexico, those armored cars are loaded with big guns. Quite a few people. It's scary and impressive. Oh, well, they're smart because they know they're easy targets. And in the U.S., we're not that smart. We got 2 guys that don't want to be there, that's looking for other jobs that are minimum wage, and they really don't give a shit. Most of them probably won't even shoot back if their gun's even loaded. Rick, tell us more about armored cars. How we go? I can't. Oh, commerce window is commercial. Okay, I didn't know they had I didn't even know they had a commercial or commerce window. The business window. Okay, I know the business window. YouTube is just a script that writing a motion picture screenplays. Please not shut down the internet. I want to rob something. I get a job at Federal Reserve, rob everybody. All right, so let me get back to my what do we got? Oklahoma jailmate accused of raping handcuffed female. All right, I gotta research that one, figure out what's going on with that. No one hurt after Jameson. Oh, this is a cop that fired his freaking gun and blamed it on his backpack. Look, I've taken off a backpack many times. I've never had my gun go off. This is some bullshit, freaking fancy hippy-dippy talk shit. Oh, yeah, it was my backpack that fired it. According to the officer, when he was moving their backpack, it got hung up on the butt of the service gun and it fired. I've never seen a gun fire from pulling on the butt of the service pistol. Never seen it. But anyway, this cop shot his gun off. Nobody was hurt. Another well-trained, classic.
You ever wonder what cops say about us?
Oh, this guy, I was going to do something on this, but he just catches these cops talking about free vacation. I think I might have done a video on this a long time ago. He stops his Hell's Angels like, I'm going to hold him. We're going to search him. I'm going to tow his bike. I'll wait forever. I need some vacation. I'll shoot him. The guy was just being a dumbass. I think I did a video on that a long time ago. What's this one? Huge. Oh, I want to do a news article on this one. So this guy that won the chess game, I never knew this, but I guess you can cheat at chess by sticking freaking vibrating beads up your ass. Who knew that? I'm going to take a poll. Who knew that you could stick vibrating beads up your ass and cheat at chess? Please put a yes or no. Because if you put a yes, I'm thinking you need to get the fuck off this channel because that's some weird ass shit. Are you kidding me? So evidently there's some freaking code that if you shove a bead up your ass and you have your buddy over here with the freaking vibrator controller, when your opponent makes a move, he can take the IA freaking computer chess dude and ask what move to make, and then he buzzes your ass and you know how to do it. So now this chess player, they're trying to take away his shit because he's being accused of having vibrating beads up his ass, and he's like, hey, I'll play the next game naked. And I'm like, if it's shoved up your ass, what difference does it make if you're naked or not? We can't see the bead. It's up your ass. What? You gotta play with a camera up your ass in order for us to believe you. So I was just like, are you shitting me? This dude's a grandmaster chess player and he's got beads up his ass getting vibrated help from the AI. I'm like, what the freak? Anal Morse code. Don't know. I play chess. I don't stick nothing on my ass to play chess. I love chess. That is some freaking. I'll give them points for being ingenious because that's some ingenious shit, and I'll give him points for really wanting to win at chess because I think I'd rather lose than have some guy going, bzz, bzz, bzz. Yo, dude, get up the buzzer. Wasn't there a show where something shorted out and a dude's ass caught on fire and it wasn't there a show or it was the nipple things. They were buzzing the nipple and it shorted out. I think there was a freaking movie about that. What's the safe word? Oh, shit. Uh-oh, Art knows about this. There's a notation system for chess moves. So have a code of a piece of a code of a move a piece. I suppose that you could do it with a butt insert. Walnut, stop the massager. Walnut. Okay, so I wanted to do a video on that. I was going to just do like a news article on this one, but I figured I'd get rid of these when I was doing this. What's the next?
Everything about
What the hell is this one? Oh, this is kind of messed up. This might be earning a hate. So I think, what did the cop do here? I forgot how a 2-year-old got a crushed skull. Let's see if it explains it. Department suspended Officer David. Second officer is secret after fellow police gave the DA no way to prove he was intoxicated. I forgot this, but it was weird. And this little kid ended up submit to chemical tests. He refused. Somehow this kid was hurt and hasn't been the same, and they won't release the shit, and they're not charging the cops, and the government's protecting the cops. So I need to probably work on that one. What's this one? Teenage girl, Gabriel. Oh, this was a pretty good one. I don't know if I'll do a video on it because it's just too long, but these girls were like all entitled, all telling the cops, no, you can't touch me. You can't do that. Don't reach. And they touch. And this black cop tackles this young girl to arrest her because she put his hand on her when she said, don't touch my sister. And he got hurt. And all the cops backed him up. It was a bullshit call. Body cam takedown of teenage girl Gabriel Lemons. This is from 2016, but somebody just sent it to me. And it's pretty bullshit on what these cops did. So don't think that cops are just being tyrannical recently. It's been going on for a while. I'm not doing a video on that, so I'm going to get rid of that one. What's this one? Body cam saw Las Vegas officer shot following chase. I don't remember what happened on this one. I got so many damn videos. I watch them. I'm like, oh, yeah, I need to do a video on that. Then I move on, and I can't ever figure out what the hell it is, so I got to go back and rewatch it. All right, I'll have to watch that one later. Raw cam shows shooting of a man in an apartment mental crisis. I think this, I already did a video on this one. I haven't posted it yet. This is totally, oh, hang on, I got to get another drink. This case, ooh, look at this. Ooh, Knob Creek smoked maple. Ooh, it smells good. Smoked maple. Ooh. So in this case, this guy is obviously, it is really one of the saddest ones that I've done in a while, because this really kind of like hurt my heart a little bit. This guy is scared to death of these guys. He's not hurting anybody. He's in his car. He won't roll it. They do a lot of things right, and then they shoot the guy in the car because he has a knife. This was so disgusting. If you want to go watch this video, I've done a video on it with my comments. I just haven't posted it yet. It's a sad video. And I feel really sorry that this dude is dead, because he should not have been hurt at all. So if you want to go watch this video, it's really a sad video. Raw cam footage of a shooting having apparent mental crisis on 9 News. I mean, it's really heartbreaking. Now, cops do a lot right, and they take a long time to get there, but they bust the back window, and he's so scared, and he's screaming, and he won't open the door because he's scared. He thinks they're going to kill him, and he's complying, and he's doing a heart sign to the girl officers, and he's talking to people, and he's no threat whatsoever. He wrecked his own car. He made a U-turn and got stuck. He called 911 himself, and 8 or 10 cops showed up and killed his ass because he's scared they were going to kill him. I mean, it is a freaking sad, sad video. I don't want to get caught up on it because it just freaking, it's sad. I mean, I was really bummed.
By dangerous, that implies I should be ready to threaten someone to hurt.
Oh, I already did that video, posted it. What's this one? Trump and DeSantis wants allies now. Oh, no. Are they really? Don't fight among yourselves, guys. I wonder why I pulled this up. Huh. Anger bills following police murder of unarmed man. Shit, that could be 1,000. Jason Owen shooting. Somebody must have sent me that link. What's this one? Why am I on Facebooks? Sacramento police. What did Sacramento police do? I must have been doing something. I don't recognize Harley. That guy kind of, is that Gordon Berger? I do know that dude. Holy shit. Dude, he put on some weight. Wow. Assistant fire chief. I don't know why the hell I came to this page. Why am I on freaking here? Whatever. All right. Crime and tragedy. Oh, this is why. Sacramento police officer involved shooting. Shit. That's all right. I already did this video. Remember that one? Where they shot that lady that ran in and stabbed the cop? Already did that one. That's the channel. What's this one? Texas child molester sentenced to 60 years. 60 years in federal prison for molesting a young girl. 35-year-old Mark Allen Miller sentenced to this week 60 years in for 2 counts of production of child porn. The girl's father caught Rowlett raping his daughter in his bedroom in the middle of the night. Let me tell you something. I catch you raping my daughter in the middle of the night in my motherfucking house, you ain't going to be fucking having no trial, and you ain't got to worry about going to fucking prison because the cops will be coming to a dead motherfucking body call. What the fuck? How did this guy not kill it? You find somebody raping your daughter, your child, and they get to go to trial? Fuck that. You rape my kid in my house, your ass is dead. DRT. Dead right there. Done. Are you kidding me? Raping his daughter in her bedroom in the middle of the night. The father held Miller, who was a family friend. Oh, fuck. At gunpoint. You know what? He's still freaking dead. He's an ex-family friend. I don't give a fuck how good of friends we are. You raping my daughter, our friendship ended right after your last fucking breath. How about that? Are you kidding me? What the fuck? Family friend at gunpoint until police arrived. Man, I'd have shot that motherfucker, grabbed his hands and went, he tried to grab my motherfucking gun. Are you kidding me? Not that I would ever do that. I was just simulating that. I would never encourage violence, killing someone, or setting up a crime. But if I was to do a movie of the scene, that's how I would do it. Fucking can't even free speech anymore. Motherfucking country lost 60 years. That motherfucker needs to be dead. Anyway, I digress. What else was I going to cover? Woman found fatally shot on I-35 in Oak Cliff. Oh, Dallas. Shocking. Who could predict that a woman be killed in Oak Cliff, Dallas area? We were just talking about Oak Cliff today. All right, so that was another article. Beloved Collin County teacher senselessly killed in murder-suicide. So this was well, let me get down here to my comments. I've kind of passed on my comments. Sorry. You're a movie star, Greg. That is, dude. I'm telling you, man, if any of my friends, if you're a gun people and you catch somebody raping your daughter and you hold them at gunpoint, fucking unsubscribe. Get the fuck out of here. I don't need any fucking tofu eating motherfuckers with guns that ain't gonna fucking shoot some motherfucker raping their daughter. All right, I'm getting a little excited. Hang on, let me take. I can go to my comment, please. How do you even? I mean, I'm jacked up about it just reading it. Can you imagine walking in your daughter's room and seeing a guy raping your? There is just no talking. What the? Are you kidding me? That is just crazy. No kids for Rick. Look, you know what? It doesn't even have to be. I could be dating a girl with kids and that dude's dead. I could be visiting a friend and that dude's raping a little girl and I'm there. He's dead. How about that shit? Doesn't even have to be my kid. Those are the worst. When I was a cop, see, I'm not a cop, so I don't have to worry about, upholding in the uniform. Fuck that. Fuck that. I had to hold my tongue too long when I worked as a cop. Hey, gun peeps. Upcoming pistol brace ban with amnesty period. Really? That's going to suck if that happens. Because I had a couple of those braces. I think I lost them out in a pasture riding or fucking on the boat trip. I personally never mix my whiskey, so I can't really say. I drink mine straight. Yeah, I'm not a big straight whiskey drinker. Let's see. Sick world we live in. Quit being pussies and start standing. Yeah, that's my gum people there. Really? I don't. If you know what, if I went to trial with this dude and saw the father sitting there at the trial, I'd be looking at him like, dude, what the fuck? Really? We wouldn't fucking be. Really? He'll get 60 years. He'll be out in 30 and he'll rape somebody else's kid because you didn't have the freaking balls to take care of motherfucking business. How about that? Freaking weak ass men create hard times. All right. What do you think of a subcompact 22? I don't look. A 22 is a good little gun. Don't underestimate. I got a 22 Magnum right here on my back door. I would go get it, but they'd probably freak out on life. It's a little revolver, just like my 357. It's a 22 mag. Great round. Even a 22 long is a good round. I loves Rick. Rick, what am I standing on? You're standing on a donut. She's standing on a pink donut. Judy's asking what she's standing on. All right. Thank you for having an ad. Look, they rarely let me monetize my videos. So when they give me monetization, I take it. So let's see. Rick's getting me jacked up. Start saying shit. I'm not trying to get anybody jacked up. All right. So Biden sent a hurricane. All right. Will someone get Judy Booty? Dial. She needs company. If you go on eBay and search, I forgot what I searched. I told you one time. They still sell them, but they're different now. I don't think they sell her. And the Judy Booties they sell in there don't have guns on their side. So whoever sent me this added those 2 pistolas on the hips. And then I added the Gatling gun. Somebody sent it to me. Little Tommy gun. And then, of course, she comes complete with boobs. Shit. Even if Judy walked in a room and somebody was raping a little girl, she'd freaking take care of business. Really? Okay, so on this article, this really kind of boggles my mind sometimes. So this woman, oh, look how cute. She's got fake blonde hair. She dyes her hair. Anyway, so she's all happy. Look, she's smiling. Yeah, she's a teacher. She was a great teacher. Everybody loved her. She helped everybody. Yeah. Well, her husband killed her ass, and then he shot himself. And what I don't understand is these women who thinks, first let me ask the question, because who thinks that she's a great teacher and everybody loves her and she never did anything wrong and she was always the happiest and everybody just thought she was great and she volunteered at this and she saved freaking dogs and she saved horses and she was just a wonderful busy person and always just a great, who thinks that she didn't do anything to deserve anything? I'm not saying she deserved to be shot. I'm just saying freaking women get with guys and then they want to take everything from them. They want to crush their life. They want to play freaking games, lead them on, come back, restraining order, let them visit, hang, I love you, no, I don't, oh, we can be friends, all this freaking bullshit missed signals. And then when a guy says, fuck it, and kills him and then kills himself, people are like all shocked. Oh, I didn't know, I didn't predict it. They were such a loving couple. I thought they were so wonderful. What? I think he shot him in front of his 2 kids. Let me read this article. According to family members, 40-year-old Lacey was found shot and killed along her husband Sunday. Police says shooting was isolated. There are no suspects at large. Moore was an English teacher at Davis School, which probably means she was a damn liberal. Before that, she taught several community ISD. Her family is raising funds to assist in his funeral arrangements. Oh, look how happy she is. She did a happy. That's what she looked like before she was shot by her husband. Shot by the person she told she loved. Shot by the person that they took beautiful wedding pictures and said, I love you and I do and we're special and here's a ring. And, shot and killed. I always tell people, you people screw around with people thinking that there's some sort of loyalty because you're close to somebody and you can't be a victim. You need to stop messing around with people, women. I'm telling you. Guys take shit seriously. They react differently. And I know some crazy women, but most crazy women, most don't go out, kill you, and then kill themselves. A lot of guys do that shit. But you keep playing around and say, we're going to be friends and everything will work out and he's a dumbass and I'm smarter than he is. And then I'll be doing an article on you. Devastated by the passing. Moore leaves behind 4 children. 4. Where's my count? 1, 2, 3, 4 children. Dad killed her. How about that? Love is a crazy thing. Moore leaves behind 4 children. She was merely a stranger and her son's teacher. What? He struggled with autism. I was lucky because my son changed my life, Kramer said. All right. She was just sunshine. If she was just sunshine, why would her husband kill her? But Rick, everybody says she was sunshine. If she was such sunshine, why would he kill her? Well, I mean, think about it. How many guys go around and kill people that are really happy and bring joy into their life? Raise your hand if you've ever killed anybody that brought joy and made you happy. Okay, now, how many people do you know that kill people that make your life miserable, threaten you with child support, threaten to take your home, threaten to take your guns, threaten to red flag you, threaten to call the cops on you, sleep around on you, sneak around, lie, mislead you? How many people think those people get killed? No, Rick. They said she was really wonderful. Okay, she was really wonderful. Now she's dead. But Rick, the poor 4 children don't have a mother. Well, whatever. Maybe if mom did things different, didn't pick a crazy man or make the man she picked crazy, maybe she'd be alive. Got to shut that damn account. Officer involved. What is this one? Daily Mail. I hate the Daily Mail because when I leave a tab open on an article, it refreshes and it brings up the new thing today. I just did another video where these freaking idiots are hurting another horse. So I don't know what this video was because it changed. A teacher in El Paso, faced on leave, facing termination, could told a student to call pedophiles minor attracted persons in an incident that captured on video and shared on local media. So this woman doesn't want people calling kids. Oh, you fucking motherfucking ad, fucking piece of shit, fucking motherfucks. Texas teacher fired after she told class that pedophiles are minor attracted persons. They're not pedophiles. We don't want to make them feel bad because if they feel bad, it may deter their behavior on freaking going after minors. So let's coddle them and make them feel good. We just live in freaking bizarro time. It's freaking crazy. Is this the video?
Stop calling them that. You're not allowed to label people like that.
What?
Stop it. Yeah.
No,
We're not going to call them that. We're going to call them MAPs.
No.
Minor attracted persons.
No.
So don't judge people just because they want to have sex with a 5-year-old.
Don't judge people because they want to have sex with a 5-year-old. Are you? You don't want me to judge a motherfucker who's fucking a 5-year-old? You're a fucking idiot. He's an idiot. Both of you belong in the same fucking cell. Are you kidding me? What the fuck? I mean, who? This is a teacher. This is what you send your kid to school when government has no accountability. Cops are killing people. Politicians are robbing us blind. We got an idiot in charge of the entire country that opens the border to fuck the entire country. And we got teachers who are teaching our students tell us, we can't judge a person because he wants to fuck a 5-year-old. Are you, what the fuck? I mean, why am I the only one that feels like I'm living in fucking bizarro land?
You're allowed to blame the people like that.
What?
Stop it. Yeah. We're not gonna call them that. We're gonna call them MAPs. Minor attracted persons.
No.
So don't judge people just because they want to have sex with a 5-year-old.
Oh.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? All right, I've been watching the comments. Is there some dumbass in a comment that agrees with this teacher? Because we're going to eat his ass or her ass. What the? I swear, I'm telling you, when I read the news sometime, I'm just like, what the? This can't be true. I mean, if somebody would have told me, dude, some cop parked his car on the railroad tracks, then put a 20-year-old in a car with handcuffs, and then let a train hit it, I would like, you're full of shit. That didn't happen. It freaking happened. It's on video. This shit happened. They'll be talking about this 5 years from now and say, that didn't happen. That was the right-wing conspiracy making that shit up. Unfreaking believable. Maps. Minor attracted persons. Are you fucking See, this is sometimes why I don't read the news too much, because it's just mind-blowing. You got a father holding a freaking guy raping his child. Cops parking on the freaking railroad track with an innocent person in handcuffs. No trial, no due process. And now you got this idiot in school saying we shouldn't judge somebody because they want to sleep with a freaking 5-year-old. What the fuck? All right, so I was going to cover that in my news article. Mom told family she drowned her 3 children at the beach. But Rick, single moms are great, and you're always picking on women, and mothers are all great. This mom drowned her 3 kids. Maybe she's not so great. No, Rick, she's wonderful. You just hate women. Okay. Well, she killed her 3 kids. I mean, what? I know I shouldn't judge her. What is she? A minor attracted to killing person? Is that what we need to call her, you little freaking pink panty crazy people? She killed her 3 children. She's a freaking maniac. I get so tired of hearing how freaking wonderful moms are and all moms are great. It's just like there's so many calls of women killing and doing mean shit, selling their kids, killing their kids because their new boyfriend that buys them dope told them to. It's just crazy. Let's see what her excuse was. She ate a Twinkie. Let's see, what is it? They put too much freaking yogurt in her freaking tofu. Let's see what her excuse is. A Brooklyn, meaning left-wing idiot, with history of mental illness, drowned her 3 kids on Coney Island, has confessed to Ken that she killed them. 3-month-old Oliver, 4-year-old Lelena, 7-year-old Zachary were discovered unresponsive at 4 a.m. in the morning along the shoreline. Murdy, 30, told relatives she drowned all her kids. She was later found walking along the beach barefoot. Barefoot, I tell you, I'm just walking on the street barefoot in the sand. Oh, what are you doing in the sand? I just killed my 3 kids. I just like to feel the sand between my toes after a good homicide times 3. What the fuck? Crazy ass people. Her motive, the mother was soaking wet. Oh, a little wet t-shirt contest. Cops are like, whether she had been out in the rain or she had been in the water is speculative at this point. Well, she drowned her 3 kids. I'm guessing she was in the water. I'm just going to take a swinging wild ass guess here. I'm thinking she was in the water if she drowned her 3 kids. Maybe she drowned them from the sand and never got in the water. But I'm thinking that she was in the fucking water. Fucking raining. They're trying to make excuses. Oh, look at her. She's sad. Oh, she killed her 3 children. She's just a minor attracted killing mother person. Yeah, that's it. That's what we'll call her. How wonderful. What's other good news I got here? Post-mortems on young children killed in car fire. A woman suffered seriously in a blaze Friday. The children who died is a 2-year-old boy and a 5-year-old girl have been released. The girl was found dead at the scene. The boy was taken by ambulance. The woman, believed to be their mother, was transferred to air ambulance. Her injuries are understood to be serious, but not life-threatening. That's it. No reason why she drove off the freaking lake and tried to kill her kids. Nothing. Kid's dead. Mom's okay. It's all good. Police say Minnesota mom smothered 2 of 3 kids she murdered before killing herself. Rick, why are you picking on mothers? They're all great. Rick, this is an isolated incident. Mothers are all great. Single moms are wonderful. Why do you hate women? Molly, 23, killed her children after hours after reporting her husband had fatally shot himself. So, Dad, this is what you call a stable ass family here. Listen here, kids. When you want to get in a stable family, you pick a husband who kills himself, and then the mother who goes out and kills 2 of the 3 kids, and then we have a happy home. We call them a killing joint parent attracted person. Yeah, that's what we'll call them. Crazy ass shit. Minnesota, grim details. July death of the children. Molly Ching smothered. Damn, Molly's looking pretty good. Molly Chen smothered and drowned her 2 kids. You gotta kind of look at somebody a little. If I saw her, I'd be like, damn, she's pretty nice. Then I thought, like, she smothered her 2 kids. It kind of takes the edge off. You know, it's hard to look at a person the same. So let's see. Killed her children, 4 and 5 and 3-year-old. Oh, she killed all 3. She smothered and drowned 2 of the children, then drowned the 3rd child. See, I was going to give her credit for not killing 1. I was trying to find things to give her a break on. At least she didn't kill all 3. Fuck that up. She killed all 3. Hours after she reported her 27-year-old husband, Yi Li, had fatally shot himself. The Ramsey County Sheriff died of drowning, smothered. Their deaths are ruled as homicides. The guy died. Oh, look, she's got tattoos. Oh, shit. You know I got to bring this up. Rick, why do you? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Rick, why you always picking on people with tattoos? Yeah, look at that. Nice tattoo. Oh, look at that ink. I got to make friends with my tattoo people because they get mad at me because I'm always picking on tattoos. That's some really nice ink. Wow. Okay, raise your hand if you think these are the only 2 tattoos she has. You got your hand up? That's because you're an idiot. She's got more than that. These are only 2 you can see. But anyway, I digress. She's got nice eyes. Nice blouse. Rick, she just killed her kids. You should, whatever, you freaking crybaby. She's a murderer. A murderer attracted person. What's this? New article. Mom accused of killing kids in Idaho seeks change of charges. Attorneys for the mother charged with conspiracy to kill her children in Idaho steal their Social Security numbers for benefits has asked the judge to send the case back to a grand jury because of concurrent indictments is confusing. Oh, we don't want to confuse the mom attracted killing person. Attorneys for the mother, Lori, and her husband, Chad, have pleaded not guilty to the murder. Shocking. And grand theft charges connected with the deaths of their 7-year-old Joshua and 17-year-old Ty Lee. Man, they're just people dying everywhere. Mothers are like freaking the #1 predators of children. No, Rick, single moms are wonderful and great. Why do you always pick on them? What's this one? Connecticut mom, Sonia, killed her 3 kids before taking her own life. Oh, another mom. I must have been searching for a certain case, and all these cases came up, and I'm always getting shit on picking on moms. And I was like, you know what? Let me just, because people just think these are isolated incidents and I just make this shit up. I'm telling you, over the years of being a cop, moms are freaking brutal. Dude. All right. But they're all good. I'm sorry. Oh, look at the happy family. Let's see. The mom was found dead at her home this week, along with her 3 kids, had strangled the children before taking her own life. So she strangled these 3 kids. Strangled with her hands. Rick, women don't have hands strong enough because they're gentle and kind souls and they're... Shut up, you freaking idiots. She killed her 3 kids strangling. That's very personal. You have to watch the life go out of them. I mean, that is... You have to look into their face to kill them. This mom killed 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Okay. How did she kill herself? Did it say? Strangled before taking her own life. How did she take her life? Sonia and her 3 kids, 12, Joseph, blah, blah. Oh, look at those boots. Look at those come F me boots. Look at that little skirt. Is it just me, or does that skirt and shirt not match? I'm not trying to be the fashion police, but if I was with a girl like that, I'd be like, yo, baby, that shit don't freaking match. What the fuck? You got freaking tiger stripes and freaking leopard bullshit. I mean, what the? That shit don't match. Is it just me, or does that shit not match? Doesn't match. Thank you, Jim. Shit, I thought I was the only one. All right. She strangled herself in the mirror. Let's see how she killed herself. Pending the autopsy, preliminary filings strangled her 3 children before killing herself. They're not saying how she did it. However, this is still an active investigation. It may be active because just maybe, I'm just taking a wild ass guess here, maybe dad killed mom after she strangled. Maybe dad killed the kids and mom. That's why it's an active investigation. But I digress. Don't want to start a big scandal here. Start accusing somebody. I'll be on trial like freaking Alex Jones because I triggered somebody. Called collapse on the ground in a yard, discovering a kid's body. Morning to head to his job, landscaping. He was a landscaper. Couldn't get in touch with his wife, so he requested a wellness check. That sounds suspicious to me. So he requested a wellness check because he couldn't get his wife. Really? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say he's lying, but we'll see. What's another crazy article I had? Mom in Coney Island Dowling faces multiple murder charges. Oh, I already did that one, I think. What else we got here? Dash cam captures Georgia deputy hitting driver during traffic stop. I don't remember that one. Why won't it let me play? Yeah, I understand. I want to proceed. Is this the one where the girl beats the shit out of the woman? Oh, yeah. I've already done a video on this one. This was on Earning the Hate, too. Then she handcuffs her and throws her into the car. Oh, I didn't know they tased her. I did a video on this and I didn't even know they tased her. What the hell? Oh my God, what freaking crazy. Earning the Hate on that one. Y'all remember that one? All right, I think I already did that. I don't even know why that one's open. I don't like having these tabs open. This woman's crazy. I got to do a video on her on my horse channel. She's going to get her ass killed. She's already tried to kill like 2 or 3 horses, but she keeps doing these videos. She's got 54,000 subscribers. She's got 54,000 idiots following her that don't know any better and think she's good. And then they tell me I don't know what I'm talking about when I'm telling her this woman's going to get you killed.
That implies I should.
Already did that one. Loses an eye.
Violation, and Joe officer patted down Bradley public. So officers started looking. You can see the dog.
Oh, this is where a dog bit the guy in the eye. I don't think I did a video on that one yet. This I got to do a video on this one. This guy's like calling he's a black dude and he's calling a Mexican dude freaking spick or some shit. And the guy goes, oh, who's a racist? He goes, motherfucker, I can't be racist. I'm black. I can't be racist. I was like, what? Really? Okay, whatever. Whatever. Girl 2 fights for her life after being kicked in the face by a horse. Oh, I got to do this one on my horsey channel because idiot mothers are putting their kids around dangerous. Woman flown trauma center after being kicked in the head by her horse. Another idiot that gets kicked, blaming a horse. Vermont teen girls died getting kicked in the head by a horse. Okay, so I'm done with all my news things. So now we can get down to whatever the hell y'all want to talk about. I'll start paying attention to comments. All right, so how we doing? I need some acorns. Little tyranny. What? It just got a little tyranny? What does that mean? Why is this guy saying it got a little tyranny? What happened? I feel so bad for my girls. I know it's fucked up. They would never admit it. A young girl needs a strong female role model. Has a man. Are you a single dad? The problem with single moms with boys is they just, once boys figure out that you can't control them, you're done. And Dr. Phil always said, the single most important role model to a child is the same sex parent. If it's a girl, the mom is the single most prominent figure in that girl's life. How the mom conducts herself and what she does is really important. Boys, how the father conducts himself and what he does. So if a man's raising girls, it's tough. I told you the story about my buddy who had a girl, and he was hard on her, man. Came in crying because some boy kicked her out of the car. I wanted to go find a guy and beat his ass. And he was like, oh, she probably deserved it. She always running around, running her mouth, acting like a bitch. I know the guy. He's a good guy. He wouldn't have kicked her out unless she fucking deserved it. I was like, dude, that's your daughter. What the fuck? But anyway, yeah, but yeah, that's the other point is, do you want to keep a child around somebody that is such a negative figure? It's not good. But, you know, parents are always finding excuses to be in their kids' life. I know I got some parents here. I'm probably going to piss you off here. But a lot of parents, especially women, they almost want to live vicariously through their children. So guys like to have them do sports or do things they couldn't do, or be a good fisherman or be a good football player, want to be those crazy freaking parents at the coaching that want to scream and want to be the best, and you're going to get into college and put all this shit on them. Mothers want to coddle and love and whatever. I was single dad. My daughter is badass. Good for you, man. I hope she learns how to defend herself, not take shit, and be a strong woman, but not be fucking a crazy ass running around telling everybody how freaking strong she is, how wonderful and great she is, and how she can be a freaking pain in the ass, but everybody's got to love her anyway. All right. Let's see. I'm a single mom to a son and daughter both, and both suck. Are you saying both? I'm going to guess. I'm going to take a swinging wild ass guess here. Both of your kids are teenagers. Same-sex parents are always the most important kids' life. Yeah. Well, I don't know about the most important, but the most influential, the one that the child will get most of its cues about how I'm supposed to be. If mom runs around dressing like a freaking slut and run around flirting and drinking and partying and all that shit, that's not a good role model. But the child will still see that. But that's not good for a boy or a girl to see his mom that way. No, nor is it for a girl or guy to see their dad as a cheater, womanizer, alcohol, running around, you know. Let's get some A to B. Fuck that. Oh, I have two sons that are adults now, but it was around high school when they started challenging me, and they got wrecked. Yeah. When I remember, but back on one this one, when I was 16 or 17, I pulled out my nunchucks on my stepdad, and he was like trying to get aggressive with me. He was a lot bigger than me. And I pulled out my nunchucks, and I used to work out with him all the time. And they were like, "You're going to kill somebody with that, blah, 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 blah." And so that kind of stopped the escalation because he didn't want to mess with me. And I was pissed, and he was pissed. And we kind of went in our separate corners and moved on. And he was a good guy. I was smart-ass teenagers. I'm sure it was my fault. Let's see. Well, I don't know if I'd agree with that, man. I do know there's a lot of women that freak out and go through emotional shit and hormones and life changes and their life sucks and they want more and they're not happy and blah, 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 whatever. But there's also a lot of guys that cheat on their wives and do stupid shit and aren't necessarily the greatest husbands. So I don't know if I would go with that 80 or 90. My father was a narcissist. He hated me. Only wanted my money from my mom to get his land and build a dream house. Oh, shit. The old dream house. I love people that are chasing that dream house, thinking that's going to fix. Live in a broken home, live in a freaking home with no love, living in shit, making your kids live in shit. But we're going to build a dream home and just fake that we're really happy. Sounds familiar. Belong on wall maps. For those that weren't here earlier, that's a minor attracted person that the teacher told the kids they had to call him. They couldn't call him pedophile because it was wrong to judge somebody who wants to sleep with a 5-year-old. In case you got here late. I fell asleep waiting. What? We've been live for freaking an hour and a half. How could you fall asleep waiting? What's up with that? Crap, I'm late. Yep, teens. See? I told you, man. I'm telling you, when I take a swag, I am right so many times more than I'm wrong. Remember I said I'm going to take a swag, both their kids are teenagers. I'm 54, my parents are still together. I'm divorced over 10 years, my kids are grown. And a great. Does that mean and are great, Sherry? Rick gotten comfortable. What? Thanks. Rick's gotten so comfortable being on a live stream, he's eating dinner now. How long before he uses the restroom? Hang on, I'll be right back. Hang on a second here. I got a little pot here. Okay, back to the stream. Whatever, Don. Shit. Freaking people. I can't even drink. I can't even have a freaking almond while I'm doing my live. Man, I'm telling you, these single moms freaking running around acting like teenagers and wanting to be everybody's freaking friend. It's kind of like, you know, parents want their freaking mom to be a freaking mom. They don't want to be cool running around, sexy tits hanging out, ass showing, flirting, being all freaking, I just want to be your friend. I want to be your friend. Yeah, okay, whatever. I got lucky with my kids. See, people say that with horses, and I always say, luck favors the prepared. I don't know. When people do good with horses, it's usually not because of luck. They usually do some things right. So I got to guess you did some things right. I raised my 3 boys myself, always told them to work, get the things they want to do. Will they get serious with a girl? Only the youngest listened. Well, I'm thinking the two that didn't listen, they didn't mean to get serious with a girl. But girls know if they don't hook a guy early, it gets harder and harder to hook us as we get more and more secure and a little older and more, having fun and doing our thing. So I think women are much more wanting to tie people down quicker. All four of mine are woke. Oh, shit, dude. I don't know what I would do if my kid came home as a freaking liberal. I mean, holy shit. Stepdad to two boys. I'm unpussified them. Yeah, good. That's good. See, stepdad's I've dated a couple women, 2 or 3 women with children, and it's very, very iffy on my role. I always just said non-disciplinary, unless most of the kids were young, so I wasn't worrying about them like hurting mom. So I was just totally like, if they needed discipline, that was up to mom. I was totally out of it, and I was just kind of like behind the scene, the guy that would come in and kind of talk, calm things down a little bit, and not if they got mad and they were screaming, I hate mom or whatever, I'd kind of go in and go, your mom's busy, blah, blah, blah. And I go in there and kind of give them a little pep talk. She didn't mean it. Mom be out there, I don't care, I'm tired of his shit. I'm trying to fix it. Just be quiet. So that was my role. And again, I wasn't a stepdad, so to speak, because we didn't get married, but I was in long-term relationships with them, so I got kind of close to the kids. And that was my role. I just wasn't. I was never comfortable with the discipline because it just doesn't turn out good. I've had buddies who, when their wives remarried, got with a guy, and when the new guy disciplines, the dad gets pissed and wants to come in and go, hey, those are my kids, they're not yours. You don't discipline, I do it, blah, blah, and I always wanted to avoid that shit. Not that I was ever really scared of the exes. I just didn't want the extra headache. And when outsider comes in and tries to discipline kids, it doesn't usually go well. I mean, it's just, you have to tread lightly on that shit because you're going to get, you're not my dad, you're not my mom, you can't do that, I don't have to listen to you. And they're kind of right. So, I mean, it's kind of like you don't really have a whole much power. I mean, you can kind of bully them and maybe make them fear you and think that you're crazy. And then maybe they'll listen because they think you're crazy, but that's a risky game too. Where are we at here? You are describing my ex-husband. My son's gal has said that his father is going to rip everything that his ex is doing to my son. Yeah, kids don't forget that shit. I hope I can smoke a blunt with Rick one day. I don't know if that's going to be in your bucket list. I haven't smoked in freaking 45 years or so. So, I mean, the odds of me firing up a doobie is slim to none. It's slim left town, but who knows? Few drinks, the right situation, anything can happen. I got bucked over when I was 16. I went 15 up, and my friend thought I died. What? I got bucked off a horse when I was 16. I went 15 up. What the hell does that mean? You went 15 feet up? I don't get that. Freaking texting. People that text a lot do this freaking text shorthand that I don't freaking know. My son thinks the sun shines out his father's ass and that I can't do anything right. Yeah, because you're the mom. The story I was going to tell you about his dad would curl your hair. I won't tell him. I'm not like that. Yeah, I mean, if you try to compete, I think with your son and your dad's relationship, you're going to lose. So you're only going to make yourself look bad. So I'm kind of with you about just keeping your mouth shut and just whatever. I mean, as long as the dad isn't using that influence in a negative way to hurt him, I'd probably just say it's good that he gets along with him. But, whatever. I'm not in the middle of it. So I don't. My mother had 10 children, grown parents. Bigger families, though, sometimes the siblings help create orders, kind of like a herd of horses. It's a big herd, but everybody kind of knows their place and everybody kind of can put someone else in check. It doesn't have to be the top horse in the herd that does all the discipline. Anybody above any other horse can do this way. So when you have a bunch of children and there's a pecking order the older children can kind of keep the lower children in line or help. So having a lot of children sometimes makes the discipline and controlling things easier. Boys need a lot of pushback sometimes. I raised twin girls until I remarried. She helped in teens. One-year-old girl, she is daddy girl 100%. We wrestle play. She walks mom, gets hurt sometimes, feels left out. I think you're saying her mom feels like gets left out. Yeah. Well, that's mom's issue, I guess. Nunchucks are more deadly than they are. Howdy. What is that? Mix chick? MX chick? What does MX chick mean? Rest in peace, transgender parents. I'm old. I still outbench my sons. Yeah, I like that. Look it up, Rick. Statistically true. Women are the ones who initiate divorces most of the time. It could be. I mean, I'm not arguing with you. 80-90% sounds pretty high, but look, women are more emotional. And women, if they don't get their freaking way, they either make everybody miserable or throw a hissy fit or get their way. My dad should have never been a father. I don't go where a woman asks for divorces. That's pretty high stat. Yeah, I thought it was kind of high too. Rick was kung fu fighting. I haven't worked my nunchucks in so long. I need to get those out and probably work them again because I'm probably a little out of practice. If you don't do them a lot, you'll end up hitting your elbows. Dance was okay. Female hyper is a, what the hell is that? Female hypergamy? What the hell is that? I gotta look that shit up. Hypergamy? That's one word.
Hypergamy.
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 Hypergamy. The action of marrying or forming a sexual relationship with a person of a superior sociological or educational background. Huh. Alrighty then. What is that? Hypergamy? What?
Hypergamy.
Hypergamy. Hypergamy. Do you have a video on best things to do when you have a traffic stop and carrying? I never tell a cop I'm carrying. I don't give a shit unless he asks. I ain't bringing it up. My gun's usually sitting in my tray right there. Before he walks up, I either throw a hat or something over it because in Texas, if they can see it, it's technically not concealed, and it's supposed to be concealed in your car unless it's on your hip because they got to make 1,400 reasons against gun people. But I never tell him I got a gun. If he asks, I say, yeah, Texas connects your license plate. So if you have a concealed permit, a concealed carry permit, when a cop runs your plate, it pops up. He's a concealed carry. That's called gun tracking. Not good. They want to do that to all cars. That's why they want to register all the guns. So when they get a call for your house, they'll be able to punch it up and go, he has guns. And cops respond different to people with guns than they do to people without guns. Okay? They're assholes and they in your face and they'll be abusive. If you don't have a gun, if you have a gun, they come out with their guns and they treat like officer safety, prone you out and treat you like you're freaking armed and like a piece of shit. So that's why government should know if you're a gun. I don't tell cops, unless it's the law that you're required to tell them. I don't tell them I'm carrying any other damn business unless they ask. I'm happy with my house. My wife loves it too. Refuge is that queer transgender parent. That's like the third time I've seen this. Who is this guy? Hey, dude, why do you keep spamming this comment? If I see this comment again, I'm going to block you. That's how shit works here. Drill sergeant, late 60s. Pretty hard on it. Yeah, drill sergeants tend to be a little bit hard. Yeah. Problem with drill sergeants are they're really good on the discipline and the hard part. Not so good on the loving and nurturing or praise part, so to speak. Do you know martial arts? Well, I wouldn't say I don't have any belts in any martial arts. I took a little taekwondo in Korea. Took a little hapkido in Korea. When I was instructing police defensive tactics, it had most of the moves are somewhat martial arts. In order to teach ground fighting, to become an instructor for ground fighting, you had to take this, I forgot what it is. What are the Gracies? Jiu-jitsu? I can't remember. But it's a lot of ground fighting. So I would teach it to cops on how to get and do ground fighting and do things like that. Hand twists, locks, throws, takedowns, escapes, gun retention. Those are all kind of martial arts moves, but it's not one martial art. It's different things. Some people call it judo. Some of the throws are judo. Yeah, I agree with that. We have freedom of information. I don't think we have much freedoms anymore. Our freedoms are rapidly digressing. Rick, do you like fish sticks? I haven't had a fish stick in freaking years. It's fried, so I don't eat a whole bunch of fried stuff. If I fry something, I use olive oil and just use it like to cook a steak or saute some vegetables. So I'm not a big fried guy. So fish sticks, I mean, I used to like them. Remember I went to Catholic school, so every Friday you couldn't eat meat. And they freaking had fish every Friday. So someone here got Rikeiko's attention during one of his streams. He said he'd like to get in touch with you, but he wasn't sure how. You know what? I've sent that guy my freaking phone number. I'll email him again. Let's see. Rick's tactics are badass. I will have parenting dad opposite everything he did. See, a lot of people think that. They think that I had a bad life, so I'm going to do everything opposite. And that's not always good, because just because you were brought up hard doesn't mean that it didn't make you who you were, and it didn't give you good things. I mean, I don't get blaming mom, dad, parents, situation. I don't get all that. That shit may work when you're a kid, but once you get old enough to make your own mark, get your own job, and go do your own thing, you're either making good decisions and doing what you need to do, or you're not. But I'm not going to go through my whole life blaming, my dad didn't hug me, or my mom didn't hug me, or I didn't have a lot of money, or we were starved, or we were poor and it wasn't fair, and I didn't get a lot of presents, and no one told me to love me. It's just like, whatever. I mean, parents do the best they can. Some are better than others. I've asked this question before. How many adults right here now think their whole life is messed up because of what happened when they were living with their parents as a kid? Most people are going to say no. It's not as relevant as we think. And I see parents all the time, my children, I got to do this, and I have to do this for them, and then they're going to be messed up, and I'm so worried. And they make it all about them so they can feel important. And I'm like, it's not going to be that big a deal. Kids adjust, okay? Kids come from divorced parents. Kids from parents with crisis, with death, with cancer, with, car wreck, whatever. Kids will survive, and very few things that happen when you're under 18 that will somehow affect you for the rest of your life, unless you allow it or make it. My opinion, you can come here and hate on me. That's okay. Whatever. Oh, I had that thing up. Where is that damn thing? Here it is right here. I already had it open. So this dude rode a horse through Walmart. Oh, shit. I forgot to share it. Hang on. Man rides horse through Walmart when Cowboys win. So I was going to do a video on that on my horse channel on the dangers of that. But I do have that up already. Let's see. What do you call a guy with no arms and legs pinned to a wall? Art. What do you call a guy with no arms and legs at your front door? Matt. What do you call a guy with no arms and legs floating in a river? Bob. Really? We're on freaking stupid jokes now? Bulletproof backs for kids. I mean, I think it's kind of bullshit. It's heavy. Whatever. I mean, how many kids have been shot in the back as they're running away would be my first question. Second of all, if it makes you feel good or makes a kid feel good, whatever. I mean, the odds of being in a school shooting is almost less than getting struck by lightning. And yet you have people panicking. I have anxiety. And I take my kid to school. There's going to be a school shooting. I mean, the odds are astronomical. I think I looked it up. What are the freaking odds? I mean, it is freaking, you got a better odds of crashing on a plane. Odds of being in school shooting. School shooting, more than 60% of parents worry about their kids. Leaders. A school, let's see. The actual odds of a kid dying in a mass shooting is nearly 10 million. Oh, shit, I forgot to put it up. Sorry. 10 million to 1. 10 million to 1. Getting killed by lightning or dying in an earthquake. Oh, about the odds of being hit by lightning or dying in an earthquake. So if you want to go buy a bulletproof vest, I mean, do you want to go buy a grounding rod because your kid might get struck by lightning? Do you want to put your kid out in a boat because there might be an earthquake and you don't want something to fall on them? I mean, if you're preparing for a school shooting, that's kind of what you want. Now, I'm all for making sure that kids know what to do, how to create distance, get away, and do all that shit. But buying bulletproof vests, I probably wouldn't do it. That's just I'm not saying what you should do, people. Never take my judgment over to you, okay? Your pic is clear, but the document you show is a little blurry. Is it? Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. You're not the first person that said, like, I like fish sticks. I put them in my mouth every day. What the hell does that mean? Do the helicopter. What's the hell? I don't know what the helicopter is. Live piss stream. This must have been when I took a piss. Somebody yelled walnut. Walnut, Connie. You don't want to see me pee? Come on. Rick's taking a shit. Oh my God. Live stream. Oh, I like it. Oh shit. Get the fuck out. It smells like this. Come on, people. Enjoying all odds. Oh shit. Uh-oh, here we go. Missy. My mother coddled all three of my brothers, and they're all assholes. Missy, come on. The nut doesn't fall far from the tree. If they're all assholes, I didn't say it. Don't be jumping to conclusions. You don't know what I was going to say. All right. That was Rick's stream. All right. You can be friends when your kids are full grown. Exactly. I mean, it bugs me when I see parents and moms wanting to be their friends and hang out and be accepted, and we're just buddies. And it's like, just freaking be a parent. Quit trying to relive your fucked up childhood through your kids. Rick's going to park out. This must be one of the horsey people. So when a horse pees, they always, what's called park out, is they put their back legs and they spread them so the pee doesn't splatter on their back legs. So they call that parking out when a horse does that. So that's what that means. Because I know I'm going to have some people here that didn't know what park out means. So I figured It's walnut's a safe word. Multitasking. Lenny just got here. Baby mama drama. Rick, it's all over for me as a single mom. What does that mean? Beat the liberal out of him. Somebody said all my kids are liberal. Here's a good response. What's heartbreaking? What did B say that was heartbreaking? Did I miss what B's comment was? That stayed with me after our mom and I divorced. We were close. She doesn't talk. Oh, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not good that she doesn't talk to her mom, but mom want to marry young because their biological clock's tick-tock. Rick's dating single moms. I wouldn't do if I was a guy. I mean, I like kids. I don't. I mean, it's kind of. I kind of like. It's kind of attractive to me to see a mom that's a good mom to her kids. So, if a girl had kids, it didn't really bother me. It wasn't that big of a deal. I was a friend when they were growing up. Now I can be. Yeah. Oh, did Oprah start all this be friends with your kids shit? I didn't know that. One of my grandsons woke. I'm working on that problem. We'll get his woke ass out. Tell him to come pull that woke shit with a horse. See how that shit works out. Tell him to be sensitive of the horse's feeling when he gets his ass kicked by a horse. See how that woke shit works out. Did you get pepper flakes I sent you? I don't think so. I haven't been to the mail in like a week, but I haven't got any pepper flakes. I love my crushed red pepper. Rick's a cool ass counselor. I'm cool as long as you're not doing stupid shit. And I'm like, dude, don't be a dumbass. He was mean to me. He made me cry. Shut up. Ain't no freaking crying in here. You're being a dumbass. Just stop being a dumbass and stop crying. It's not fair. Rick's mean. After I made my last job. No shit. Wow. Yeah. I'm a single father, raising my daughter, 45. Really good friend, which we'll talk to them. Rick, do you have any transgender friends? I don't think I do. I had one gay friend, but after he borrowed money from him, I never heard of him again. But I don't think I have any transgender friends. I got lucky. There was once a time when an adult would discipline. I know. Not only your adult. When I was growing up, I didn't want any adult pissing me off. Any adult anywhere could look at me and go, hey, you need to behave. I'd be like, don't tell on me. I'll behave. You know, it wasn't like, you can't tell me, and you ain't my mom. You shut the hell up. And all that shit didn't happen. I mean, any adult could correct a child. And the parents would be like, oh, you made another adult to correct you? Now I'm going to have your ass. How about that? Damn, I'm really behind on comments. Who the hell hard enough to deal with your own? Well, when they're not your kids, it's not as hard because it's kind of like you're on the outside a little bit. So I think it's easier to be more objective. Rick, that's the only way to be a stepdad. 17-year-old stepson is hell. Yeah. 17 is a tough age for boys. I'm telling you. I can't stand kids. Look, I'm telling you, there's 2 kids that came out here and worked on my shed that I just built. I didn't post it on this channel. I posted on my horse channel. I had a shed put in the back here. And if you go to my horse channel, I just posted a couple days ago, so it should be in the most recent. And I went through the project. I'm digging the holes with a skid steer and putting concrete and welding the pipes and then putting the roof on. And there was 2 kids working on this, and both of them were like, yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Gore. Mr. Gore, can I? oh, don't do that. We'll take care of that. And we'll just very, very respectful. Texas still raises their kids, at least in some areas, not in your liberal big cities. They still raise their kids with morals and respect for elders and how to act like you represent your family. And when you do stupid shit, it looks bad on us and you better not let it get back to us. So, I mean, these two kids just did a great job and they were very respectful. And so it's not all kids. Oh, you all smoke? I don't smoke. You, Beverly, smoked Rick. What? I smoked Rick? I smoked my pitch hitter right. What the hell is that? What's a pitch hitter? I thought a pitch hitter meaning you switch teams. The doobies will raise your blood pressure. Edibles. Really? Huh. I was a long-term live-in relationship. She had 2 kids, and when we split, the kids wanted to stay with me. Kids are still in my life. Yeah, I often wonder about a couple kids that I was with on how they're doing. They're older now. Even if they're not feminazis, it just seems like, man, women have lost their way. It's so difficult to be, I like the saying, it's hard to treat a woman like a queen when she's always trying to be the king, but they're just so freaking empowered and challenging, and you can't do this and you can't say this, or it's controlling, and you can't ask me this, and you can't say, or you can't recommend this, or you can't suggest because I'm my own woman and I can make my own decisions. And it's kind of lost the kind of partnership. We help each other, we talk things out, and you just don't see that much. It's just conflict and this headbutting on who's not going to give up the most control. It's a pain in the ass. Getting bucked is one thing. A horse that takes off running through trees and bushes hanging on is another. Can't take off if you turn his head. I have been told this quite a lot, Belinda. And I think all the single women I've dated always said that I was a good influence on them and their kids. So I don't have a problem in that area. Takes a village. I mean, I think because Hillary said that shit, it kind of has a negative connotation. But I do agree that grandparents, uncles, aunts, close friends, who you hang out with, who you take your kids to the park with, who your kid all those things influence kids. Because there was a big sociological study about what influences a kid more. Is it genes, what they get from mom and dad, or is it environment? Now, the argument was that the ghettos made all the ghetto kids the way they were because of their environment, and it didn't have anything to do with genes. They didn't like that because it makes a victim. It gives them a good excuse. So I always kind of think you may get some genes and it may give you traits, but if those traits aren't nurtured or encouraged or kind of help to become part of you, it doesn't matter what genes are. I think it's environment. I think environment has more control. Friendships, off-duty, sports, lessons, parents that are hard and guiding versus parents that are buddies and let you do any freaking thing. I don't even want to get into it. Freaking crazy ass parents want to be friends. I want to buy beer for my kids and I want to let them drink even though they're not 21 because I'd rather do it at my house than somewhere else. And really, why don't you just tell them not to freaking drink? I hatched from an egg. Hopefully it was a Patriot egg. My older sister would hit us with a spoon. My sister was very mothering on me, but she would correct me too. We were agitated. We're agitated a really hot girl, but she was narcissist, and 3 of her kids are woke. Once gay, once I think you mean one is gay and one's in a mental hospital and one's transsexual. Yeah, you know you're getting woke when everybody is teaching freaking third graders about it's okay to be gay and not be a boy or a girl. It's just freaking crazy. Prenup. Rick, a girl I dated, 5 kids. 3 out of 5 kids are woke transgender. Wow. If mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. Yeah. That's kind of a, I always thought that was kind of a negative saying. Dr. Phil says that a lot, like it's a good thing. And I always thought it was like, if a guy said, if I ain't happy, I'm going to make everybody miserable. You better make me happy. I'm going to make everybody miserable. He'd be like the biggest asshole in the world. But if you say, if mama ain't happy, nobody's happy, it's like, oh, yeah, that's the way it is. That's all great and wonderful. To me, I think that's kind of bullshit. Just because you ain't happy don't mean you should make everybody else miserable. But that's just me. Freaking Alex, I'm jealous. What? I think I could match up with me. Guns, no ponytails. I'm stuck in North Carolina. Gina, you have a picture of you and your boyfriend. Why are you trying to get hooked up with me? I dated a girl named Gina, by the way. But anyway, I think Rick could match up with me. Love horses, guns, no ponytails. I don't mind ponytails. I mean, I like girls with short hair, but I like ponytails. See, that's another thing. People think I don't like ponytails, but it's the ponytail police that I don't like. Quit using the big college words. Who's using big college words? Rick, the girl I dated, I think I already did that. Didn't you already read that? Hey, love your video. Did you know if Seiko rifles are very good. I had one. I love that rifle, made in Finland. Very well, great made machine guns. I love my Seiko. It was just a 300 Win Mag, and it freaking hurt like shit. And I got tired of freaking wearing my shoulder out, and I said, screw that, I'm getting rid of this gun. But it kicked like a mule. But Seiko, it was a beautiful gun. I loved it. No fault divorce was a bad thing that Reagan helped normally. Hang on. I'm out. And I'm not making really big drinks here. So if somebody thinks I'm like getting super drunk, I'm really not. I mean, I'm a little loose, but I'm not even really buzzed. I mean, I'm sure I could drive and pass a test right now, but I'm just having a little whiskey to wet the whistle, relax. I wonder if I'm getting lead poisoning from this damn bullet that's stuck in my gun or stuck in my drink. All righty. Let me get back to my comments here. Am I just rattling on? Are we on a topic that I need to be on? Is there some topic that I'm missing? Does California have gun track? I don't know. They didn't have it when I worked. Tell the truth, Rick. Have you lost a fight? I think of a fight. I mean, I guess it would depend on how you define lost. As a cop, guys have gotten away during a fight. When I was in Hawaii, I was walking out a bar, my buddy got in a fight, and 3 guys were on him, and I kind of went to grab one guy off, and a guy sucker punched me, broke my tooth. I saw stars. I went down on my knees. I almost lost consciousness, and by the time I got back up, the whole fight had moved. So I don't know if that would be considered at me losing a fight. I mean, I got knocked down when I was in a fight. I don't know. I guess you'd have to define what you mean lost, lose a fight. Let's see. Illinois cop uses license plates also. Oh, they know if you have a gun? Oh, barbecuing to start tonight. Kickboxing. How do you... why did spell correct change Mary to Marty? That's weird. Maybe you capitalized it and thought it was a pronoun. Freak narcissist girl I dated. 5 kids, 3. Okay, dude. You're about to freaking get blocked because I've read this comment too damn many times. I'm putting you on timeout, but if I read this comment again, you're out of here. Wasting my time with this shit. Rick, when are you coming to New York? Are you freaking crazy? I ain't going to freaking New York. Have you lost your freaking mind? The hell would I go to New York for? Oh, here's some new dude. No shit. Dude, how old are you? You little freaking whippersnapper punk. Snap your little twig. Let me see your little noodle arms. How come you ain't got a picture of you? Little smart ass kid. No respect for your elders. Damn little punk. Brother Whipple. Alligator toes are like shrimp. Really? I've never eaten alligator toes. I've had alligator, not alligator toes. No way. No. What's going on here? No way. No. What did I miss? Wow. What did I miss? I was faster. I'm trying to catch up on the comments here, people. I'm just kind of rolling. Blaming people for shit beyond control. Kids in foster care suffers all their life. Yeah, I don't know about that. I've known some kids that have done pretty good out. They got off foster care. I don't say foster care is a good thing, but I don't know if I would say automatically if you're in foster care, your whole life's over. I don't know if I would agree with that. And maybe I don't have enough experience to even have a educated. I mean, if you like worked in foster care and saw that or have some stats that I don't know, then you got more information than I do. What's a 2-tier permit? I don't know what you're talking about. Where does a one-legged girl work? That's not funny, man. One-legged women have, you can't call them one-legged women. It's leg challenged person. Man with no arms and legs in the mailbox. Bill. Oh, shit. This must be when I was making my comments. Am I really that far behind? Man, these comments are freaking flying, people. Hit the like button. The helicopter noise from the video with the rabbit. Durka, 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 durka. So my rabbit got scared when I said durka, durka. And somebody sent me that video, a link of the durka, durka. I'm telling you, man, if you have not seen that movie, Team America, that shit is the funniest damn movie. I love that movie. It is a cartoon, but it is freaking funny. And if you haven't seen it, you need to rent it or buy. I wish if somebody wants to send me the DVD to that, that's good. I don't think I have that DVD of Team America. That shit is funny. You're not hung like Buddy. I'm not hung like Buddy. Tell them how a stud horse cools off. I'm not sure what you mean, cools off. They have sex and then they're like, walk it off. Let's see. I thought I was getting close and then it just keeps going slower and slower. Rick be single mom simping. The hell does that mean? What does single mom simping mean? What the? Look, I'd rather date a girl with no kids. I mean, it makes life simpler. But if they have kids, it's not like the end of the world. I mean, I'm not. If simping means that I'm seeking out single moms with kids, I'm not. Believe me. Horses are honest animals. They absolutely are. They don't give a shit about what bathroom you use. Come to Brooklyn. In Brooklyn in New York, I wouldn't make it out of the airport in New York. I'd be like, what the fuck? All these crazy ass purple haired freaking woke ass dummies running around. I mean, I can carry a gun in New York, but man, I think I'd have to bring extra ammo if I was going to New York with a gun. Where Chief smoke a lot. I Chief smoke a lot here. It was freaking funny smoking his shit on the live. I loved it. Any adult could correct you. Yep. Rick, you officially an elder when kids call you sir. I don't think so. My nephews were calling me sir since they were kids. They still call me sir. They're both in their 30s. I don't think that necessarily makes you old, but whatever. I mean, I'm no spring chicken. I'm beating the shit out of people at the gym in basketball and racquetball that are a lot younger than me, and they freaking can't keep up because they're freaking out of shape, eating their tofu, freaking no muscle, doing their woke ass shit. I don't want to go out with a guy that wants to split the bill. I love when men treat me like a woman, opening doors. I know. I like treating a woman like a woman. Well, if they appreciate it. If they're just like, and you have to do it, then it's like, whatever. I don't have to do it. Let's see. Modern women out of fucking control. My mother always blamed my friends. Well, and my friends got blamed a lot too, but that's just how, I think that's a parent's way of telling you that the person you're with isn't really a good, influence on you. And you probably shouldn't. And, my parents used to tell me that was, look, when you go over there, if they think you're not raised right, you're not polite, they're not going to let you hang around and you're not going to have good friends. And I think that's true. Because all my friends' parents always said, he's so polite, he's so great. My mom was always like, are you talking about my kid? Because I was always really nice when I was Killer Gene Cool Book. Damn, I cannot catch up with freaking these comments, people. I am hauling. Oh my God. I got to go to the end and I'll start going backwards. This is the last comment I got right here. Rick, you were face to face with another man. You had a gun. He had a gun. Would you take him down by hand? Oh, hell, I'm not going hands on if a guy's got a gun. I got a gun. Hell no. If a guy's got a gun, I'm not going to take a chance of getting shot by trying to take his gun down. If a guy pulls a gun on me and I can grab the gun, then I'll take the gun. I've had dreams of me, some dumbass cop shoving a gun on me, and I take his freaking gun, toss his ass on the ground, handcuff him, and leave him on the side of the road. I've had that dream several times. And I'm pretty sure that I could take most cops' guns if I wanted it, especially if they shoved it in my face. The problem with men that open doors for women nowadays are considered Simpson women. I don't know what the hell that means, dude. Rick, why no kids? I never want to have kids. I just thought the world was kind of messed up. Maybe it was my upbringing or whatever, but I thought having kids was like a huge, long-term, lifelong responsibility. That's why I don't have any tattoos. That's why I didn't make lifelong changing decisions that I was like stuck with forever. I mean, I got married and I thought that was going to be forever, but 9 years or so, but whatever. I mean, I just, making lifelong decisions was always kind of like, maybe it was my wild side, my free side, whatever. I don't know. But I just thought kids, it was one of those things that unless I really felt 100% with a woman that we were going to be together forever and she really wanted to have kids, I would have probably had it. But I was never, I got to spread my gene. I got to repopulate the earth. I got to have a son in my name with my gene. It's just going to make me complete. I was just never that guy. Whatever. It's just not me. Rick, you should adopt a few kids and teach them. I adopt a kid, I'll beat the hell out of him, tie him a freaking buddy, and let him drag him around a pasture. Get smart with me. Why would you leave them on the side of the road or on the train tracks? Lisa wants to have my babies? Lisa! Look, unless you're independently wealthy and I know that you can raise them without me. I wonder if I should go have my sperm saved. Maybe someday they'll find some secret gene. See, I don't even want to send I want to find out. I want to send my blood in, do the little blood test and find out my genealogy. And all my viewers are like, don't do it. They'll track you. They'll find it. And they're just like, but I know some people that had their genes sent in and then people find them connected to the crime or they've got kids they didn't know or whatever. I'm kind of like, I don't know. I've always wanted to do it, but I haven't done it. Let's see. I find that funny. Lisa wants to have my babies. That's kind of funny. She's having my baby. Isn't that a song? Alexa, play She's Having My Baby.
You're Having My Baby by Paul Anka, featuring Odia Coates, is only available with Amazon Music
shit.
Unlimited.
Alexa, shut up. Stop.
Here's
Darn it. I thought that. She's having my baby. Isn't that a wonderful way of saying you love me or some shit? That used to, you guys may not remember that. I want to know why Lisa wants to have babies. Lisa, how old are you? Why do you want to have babies? And why do you want to have my baby? This is kind of interesting. I haven't had a woman just pop up and say she wants to have my baby. Is it really you just want to try to have babies or you really want to have a baby? All right, where are we at here? I'll buy a handcuff key at work on. Look, this is a huge point right here. Pay attention, people. Everyone should have a handcuff key on their keychain. Every one of my keychains has a handcuff key on it. I have handcuff keys on every keychain I have. When you buy a set of handcuffs, you get 2 keys. 1 key fits all handcuffs. They sell pins that the back end is a handcuff key. Everybody should have a handcuff key in case you're ever in a situation where you're handcuffed and you shouldn't be, and you could maybe get out. Or you happen to be handcuffed and a cop leaves you on the train tracks and you get up and run away. You're going to need a handcuff key. I think every responsible patriot should have a handcuff key. Not that I would encourage violence or escape or anything like that. I'm just saying. I got some crazy dreams, defensive tactics in the nude. Thanks to a friend saying, man, I had a weird ass dream. I can't share it because it was but I'll just give you short and brief. So there's this hot blonde and she invites me to her house. Her husband's there. We end up in the bedroom. I'm kind of like, your husband's right here. And she proceeded to, whatever. It was, and I woke up, of course, with a pup tent, and I'm kind of like, what the hell kind of dream was that? I can't go into the ending, but it was pretty weird. Where that? And I don't dream a lot. I mean, I rarely dream because you have to go into REM sleep, and I don't sleep that freaking much. What's the verdict on Alex's case? I don't know. Is the case over? I watched that one day, and I haven't been back because I kind of wanted to see when his lawyer questioned him, and I didn't see that. I love when a man treats me like a woman, opening doors, paying the bill, and all that. I didn't know paying the bill was like treating you like a woman. Is that? I didn't know that was in the checklist. I thought treating you like a woman was like being kind, pulling out your chair, giving you gifts, flowers. I thought that was like treating. I didn't know paying the bill was like treating. That's funny. G Smoke-a-Lot's token. Who could have predicted that shit? Ray Charles saw that shit coming. Where's Ray Charles? Where's my Ray Charles folder? I got to be careful because I put a lot of shit in my Ray Charles folder. So let me open this first before I share it and make sure I don't have anything here that I shouldn't be sharing. Because my Ray Charles folder has some pretty crazy pictures in it. I don't want to embarrass somebody in case they show up in here. So far, I think I'm okay. I think I can share my Ray Charles folder. All righty. So let's open with photos. Oh, shit. All right. All right, I can share this. So this is my Ray Charles folder. So what I do is sometimes I put, if I make a photo, I will put it in my Ray Charles folder. So this right here is, I can make this bigger, I think. Some of these pictures might be kind of entertaining to some of y'all. So this is, I made this when the ATF was shooting a little dog with a wheelchair. I thought that was kind of cute. So I saved that one in case I want to use it again for the ATF. This was, this was my silencer, and it's the install instructions for my silencer. So this is a 22 silencer, and I kept this for some reason. And then when I was making my little mouse handicap thing, I was trying to make my handicap thing, so that was there. This was back in 1 Adam 12 when the kid, I made this on one of my shirt for earning a donut. Cops got a little kid out of the bars from stuck. And this was back in the day when Adam 12 got this little kid that stuck. So I stuck that in my Ray Charles folder. This is a pretty cool picture. If you look at this picture, I want you to squint your eyes, and it turns into a good-looking girl. But you have to squint your eyes a little bit. So go ahead and squint your eyes. And they said that's how alcohol works. You see this, and then when you drink alcohol, that's what the girl looks like. Dude. Did anybody squint their eyes? Ray Charles is so blind, he could still shoot a narrow heroin vein every time. What is hurricane cabbage? I don't know what that means. I'm a man, a sexy bill payer. Okay, does everybody see if you squint how you get this? It looks like a good-looking woman. You can go back to it later. Oh, shit. So I did a video, and Smokey was under here, and I ended up getting my license plate. So I just put a cover of Ass Man over my license plate. So that's why that video's there. I have to go fast. This was the ATF when they were trying to get exes to turn them in. This is that Korean restaurant that they put bacon on top of maple donuts. That shit is so freaking good. Ooh, doggies. This is some dumbass that carries his gun. And I meant to post this as a wrong way to have your gun on your freaking belt. So you see how he ran it through the trigger guard? You can't draw this without undoing your belt. This is not a good way to carry your gun. Okay? But I digress. This was at a sign in front of a toilet at a gun store, which I thought was pretty funny and clever. Attention shooters. So while you're peeing, you're looking at the sign. Attention shooters with short barrels or low muzzle velocity. Please engage the target at close range. Thank you. I thought that was a great little... This is a good use for a bit on my horse channel. I've been wanting to put this on my channel. Make it into a toilet paper holder because bits don't belong in horse's mouth. What is this one? Police shoot and kill twice as many white suspects as Africans. I think this was a news article where it showed that. What's this one? All right, whatever. This is where I got pissed off at Black Rifle Company when they went woke. So I had them hanging on this rope that was hanging in here. And people were upset that liked them. This is blacks killed by whites. Usually YouTube won't let the statistic, or if you post this, they won't let you use it. This is how many blacks are killed by whites. This is whites killed by other whites. This is black killed by other blacks. This is white killed by blacks. And here's what we want to focus on. I thought that was a great slide. This is the freaking blue line flag that I put yellow in after the Uvalde. I outlined it in yellow, and I slid that into my Uvalde coward shooters. This is the swastika band, and this is the blue line flag band. I thought that was clever. This was an old wanted poster from Bonnie and Clyde. I found somewhere, and I snapped a picture of it. It gives their height and weight. So Bonnie was 23. She was 5'5", weighed 100 pounds. Skinny little thing. Built slender, hair auburn, bobbed, originally blonde, eyes blue, fair complexion. This, I forgot why I saved this photo. Oh, I think I like the shirt because it says brass catcher. So when you fire semi-automatic, the blast falls in there. Now, everybody's always cracking on my tattoos. I like this girl's tattoos. I like her little ring. So for everybody saying I always hate tattoos, I like these tattoos. So quit your crying, freaking little tattoo pansies. I thought this was a good image of the flag on how this freaking country is just getting trashed. This is on my horse channel. I want to put up brooms because I always call these crazy horsewomen barn witches. So, and I always say, go fly around on your broom when they come here and cry. I go get back on your broom and fly out of here because that's my way of. YouTube used to wouldn't let me call women bitches or barn bitches. So I had to start calling them barn witches to get by YouTube. And so now if you look up in the Urban Dictionary, barn witch, it's my definition of a barn witch. And it's usually a horsewoman, think they know everything, and they're always giving advice, and they run around and want to start problems, etc. Well, I always just say now you're flying in on a broom. And when I saw these pictures of all these brooms, I was like, hey, it's a barn witch convention. I was going to add that to my horse site. I think I have this on my gun channel already about the different rounds and the expansion. You should wear your mask even if you don't need one. Sort of like carrying a gun. I thought that was funny doing the mask shit. This was the woman that helped this guy escape. Remember that? And they end up catching her. And I think she killed herself. I could probably delete that one. Can I delete? Oh, good. Yeah, I want to delete that one. This was a bad picture of Moki. I put a little tinfoil hat on him. This little hat I made, it was a little hat. And I put tinfoil on it. And I was going to have Moki wear it. But he really wasn't cooperating too much. So... Poor Moki. Now I'm going to get hate that I'm being mean to my cat. Let me delete that. There it is. Poor Moki. He's like, Dad, quit making me wear my tinfoil hat. That was a great show. I talk about chalk line all the time. Cops always show up on a dead body and they draw a chalk line. China may be using sea to hide its submarines. That's a shocker. I think I saved that because I was like, who the hell writes this shit? Are you kidding me? No shit? Really? That's one of my clown images that I overlay. Cream of bullshit, CNN, soup. I always thought that was nice. I slide that in. During the toilet paper shortage, I thought that was good. Come and take it. This is when somebody says cops aren't gangs, I show them all the nice tattoos and their blue line mask and their covered face when they're out there doing their tyranny. New Sesame. Oh, because I had this one cop, I was doing a videos, and this one cop kept pointing, hey, man, do that, and all they did was point. And I said, you know what? This guy needs to be a new Sesame Street character. So I made this character of Sesame Street, and I call him the Point. And he's got 2 points. Get it? Anyway, my little attempt at humor. I think I posted this joke before. A cop pulled me over and says, are you sober, man? I said, no, I'm a dober man. I think I already did that one. Then the free donuts under here for a trap for the cops. This was how they're scaring us and telling us how we need to be afraid. In 2002, they were like, West Nile virus is going to kill us all. 2004, SARS will kill us all. 2005, the bird flu is going to kill us all. 2009, the swine flu was going to kill us all. 2014, Ebola was going to kill us all. 2016, Zika from the mosquitoes was going to kill us all. And 2020, coronavirus was going to kill us all. And we're still here. Shocking. This was a crazy news article I had on crazy women. One-armed man applauds kindness of strangers. Drunk woman steals a ferry and yells, "I'm Jack Sparrow." Man trades baby for 15 Big Macs at McDonald's. Mom left kids in crash car while she got naked and ate ice cream. Best man left bleeding after being hit in head by flying dildo. So that was my crazy news little thing. This was the dude. Remember this guy at Walmart spraying himself down with Lysol? And I got it on video. Some of y'all may remember that. He walked out of Walmart. I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, what the hell is he doing? He's got a whole can of Lysol. He just loaded his groceries. And he sat there and sprayed himself down. And it took me a while to start the camera. So this is like the second place. Face, neck, hair. This guy's like, oh, hell no. Lysol kills the coronavirus. Yeah, I'm getting it everywhere. A little under the pits, elbow. Oh, yeah. Give me some Lysol. I don't think he saw me videotaping him, but he is a Lysol maniac. And then, of course, I had the haters. Rick, you showed his license plate. You can't do that. And maybe he has a problem and you're being mean for. And I got all kind of hate for video. Shut up, you freaking crybabies. This guy's a freaking idiot. This is a great one. Oh, shit. It's not playing. This is my favorite video. Because the mom walks up and goes, why are you crying? And she says, Dad called me a liberal. It's the funniest freaking thing. How come the video won't play?
Why are you crying?
Because my dad called me a Democrat.
Oh,
Hey, why are you crying?
Because my dad called me a Democrat.
I freaking love that. You know you got a good kid when she doesn't want to be called a Democrat. She's crying. I love that. That was the signs that we had on all our restricted areas where it says use deadly force is authorized. Don't fuck around on Air Force bases. I forgot. I think I was going to have one of these made and then put it on the front of my place. So some idiot might think, oh, shit, this might be an Air Force base. Because what do they know? So I love that little girl. She's my freaking hero. This was, I called George Floyd a doctor student, and they were questioning my integrity. And I says, hey, I got a copy of his certificate of attendance at the University of Southwest Medical Center certifies that George Floyd was about to attend doctor school. And so I had to make this document in order to back up my claims when I called George Floyd a doctor student. I don't know if everybody found it as funny as I did. I thought it was kind of funny. I know I love that Democrat girl. She's so freaking cute. I just want to grab her up and hug her. She's so sweet. I'd be like, Dad didn't mean it. I thought this was kind of funny. That's him. The guy that said my mom was a poodle. Let's get him. Oh, shit. Look at all the tattoos on this guy. What the hell? Jesus Christ. Rick, why do you hate tattoos? I just pointed it out. Oh, I thought this was kind of funny. Don't cough on me. So it has a mask on a snake when we're doing the corona thing that was coming out. And I think I was putting that out there. I mean, I think I can show it now. I think if you'd have showed it back then, you would have been blocked because they didn't want anybody showing this shit. I love this for you. At this moment, Louis realized why Rob bought him lunch every day for the past 2 years. I love this. Some of these I have had for years, and I just, anytime I get something good, I throw it in my Ray Charles folder. And so reviewing these is kind of funny because I can't remember. That's a big ass donut. Okay, so that's my earning a donut photo that I use when I do that. Oh, somebody gave me some money. Hang on. Let me get to the cashola. CommieTube might take their share, but buy yourself a drink on me or something for your critters. Hey, thanks, bud. Appreciate it. I hate paying CommieTube anything, but I do appreciate the effort. So I thought these were great too. They made chocolate bunnies with little masks, white chocolate. How freaking creative is that? I freaking love it. I thought this was so freaking creative and funny. So when I was doing a video when Epstein, right after he died, and it took me forever to get this off, by the way, because I used a freaking red Sharpie, which is kind of permanent. And I was like, quick, let me just write Epstein on my hand. So I held my hand up and snapped a picture. Wash your hands. COVID-19 doesn't kill itself. It just like Epstein. I thought that was pretty fun too. Dude, I had a dude today. I'm at the gym and I'm playing racquetball, and a guy walks up to me and he goes, "Hey man, you're pretty good, blah, blah. Where do you play?" So we just talked for a little bit. He's got two masks on. He's got the blue paper mask, and then he's got some of that carbon kind of pointed other mask on. He's wearing two freaking masks in the gym. And I was like, damn, dude, that's a lot of freaking mask. Mary Gregory. I dated a girl. His last name was Gregory. Do you have anybody that you know in California lives in Walnut Creek? I just talked to her not too long ago, too. Her name wasn't Mary, though. I don't want to say her name because now I already said her last name. That little girl was freaking funny as shit. I love that little girl. Why are you crying? Because Dad called me a Democrat. So this was some crack. Somebody was talking about they were all excited that their first freaking British UK class of nothing but women. And I'm like, oh, look, they all look happy and smiling. Oh, it's a ponytail brigade coming to save the day. Now, I made this myself over an overlay. I took a copy of this, and every once in a while, I like to slide it in when somebody starts arguing that the Second Amendment was for freaking hunting. And I'm like, that's so freaking bullshit. And this is such an appropriate, I can't remember where I heard it, or maybe it was a comment, I don't remember. But I was like, this is very true. The men who wrote the Second Amendment did not just finish a hunting trip. They just finished liberating a nation from a tyrannical freaking government. So that's not why the Second Amendment was there to go freaking hunting. And when people say that, it just drives me nuts. Okay, this is a picture I think I did with the air vent, but I can probably delete that one because I already did that video. Genghis Khan was a pussy. I think one time I was doing something and somebody mentioned Genghis Khan will whip your ass or some shit, and I said Genghis Khan is a pussy. If you think the hell that I'm going to rain down on my enemy if shit hits the fan. And because I called him a pussy, somebody said something or whatnot. I go, you know what? Let me go make a little thing so I can just slide that in somewhere. So that's why I made this slide. This is Foghorn Leghorn. I think it was something. If somebody says something smart or good, you put Foghorn up and he's kind of clapping. Yeah, that was a good point. That was a good point. I forgot why I had this picture. Let's see. Why did I take this? I'm sure there was some meaning. Maybe it was the Glock. I thought that was a nice Glock. I think that's why I took this picture. Anyway, I digress. Some causes of government failure. I don't know why the hell I have this. What the hell is this? I can't even read it. So this is Biden with Oprah. This is Clinton with Oprah. This is Bill Cosby, the guy that gives out roofies and rapes all the women with Oprah. And this is the guy who would only make movies if women slept with him with Oprah. And everybody thinks Oprah is such a woman-spirited, great, wonderful, single mom. You know, Oprah crossed the border and shit. She'd be carrying more crack than a fentanyl coming across. But anyway, not the kind of crack you're thinking. Anyway, I digress. Who remembers the Green Dragon Tavern? If you don't know what the Green Dragon Tavern is, you need to study up. This is where the planning of the revolution was occurring. So every patriot should know the Green Dragon Tavern. 5 facts about gun control addicts hate. 92 mass shootings, 29 occurred in gun-free zones. U.S. Department of Justice study found that gun violence had fallen by nearly 50% since 1993. The so-called gun shooter is a myth. It doesn't exist. That's true. Guns are used 2.5 million times a year in self-defense. That is a big number. I would like to know if that's true. Guns are used 2.5 million times a year in self-defense. Now, if they're counting all the cops shooting, that number is going up high. The following countries enacted gun bans before committing genocide in the 20th century: Turkey, Soviet Union, Germany, China, Guatemala, Cambodia. And we need to add Venezuela to that, because Venezuela enacted gun 3 years before they started shooting their citizens. But gun control is good. Just give up your guns. You'll be all right, pesky citizens. I got in trouble for doing this. Somebody said I was trying to incite violence, or it was guys like me that gave patriots a bad name. I got a lot of hate on this, and I was kind of like, really? One bullet a day keeps the criminals away. Thanks, country. All right, where we at here? Oh, I love this picture. Most people think it is sexual, but it's not. So who sees the little men and women with their hands up? Let me blow it up. Do you see the men and women? Come on, people. Do I got to point them out? There's a man, black pants, brown shirt. There's a woman in a black dress. Man, brown pants, black shirt. Man, woman. Come on, people. This guy was at a protest. He was so freaking funny. And he's walking around with a fishing pole with donuts on it, and he hold it in front of the cops. It was freaking hilarious. I forgot where these guys were at. They were doing some, it was Open Carry, Texas that were doing it. So this was in Texas. Dude, that shit was freaking funny. I was laughing my ass off. The cops were lined up like they were going to go on a riot call, and he was walking in front, kind of like shaking it like he was trying to get a bite. It was freaking hilarious. Okay, so this one, if you're not paying attention, you may think it's worse than it is. So look at the video. It's not sexual. I get a lot of shit on this. This is not a sexual picture. This is a guy with his girl's legs over his lap. So quit. You guys are all like making things sexual when it really isn't. Okay? So this picture at first glance is really deceiving, I must admit. Because when I first looked at it, I think I was either viewing it by someone or somebody. I went, what the? And I went, who the hell sent me this? And then when I looked at it, I was like, oh, shit. Okay, I get it now. All right. Everybody get it? That's Smokey Cat. I don't know why the hell I took that picture. He must have been being a fool or something. Remember this lady during a pandemic? She went shopping like this, umbrella and plastic all around her. Who thinks fear is a motivator? Are you freaking kidding me? This dude was funny because they ran out of masks. So he went to one of the sporting stores. I can't remember which one it was. And so they still have masks at this place. I thought that shit was freaking hilarious. That's an air filter for those that don't know. Amazon donates $10 million supporting justice and equity. Oh, and they donate to the NAACP, National Urban League. Urban is code for pop quiz. And the Thurgood Marshall College Fund, among others. And seek justice for Black communities across the U.S. Oh, isn't Amazon a great company? They're so woke. This was the sticker. Remember the sticker that somebody sent me? see me these stickers? I've got one on the back wall behind me here. Is it showing up in the picture? There it is right there. See it? I thought that was great. And there's the other picture. That one's behind my wall too. Welcome to a new episode of Earning the Hate. I think somebody made that for me. So this is the woman that said Trump was a mean, bad man because he said grab women by the pussy. And I think she cut his head off. Is that the same one that cut his head off, or was that a different liberal? But this is the same woman that said Trump was a really bad guy because he treated women bad. But she does that, and it's okay. I think this was my fuse video. I'm going to keep this in case I mess up my fuses for the tractor. I had to take them out and clean them. What was this? I wonder why I have this car. Oh, because somebody drew a little clown pig face on the car. I thought that was kind of funny. This was happening during the peaceful protests, the one that nobody got arrested and went to jail. Unlike the January 6th revolt, revolution, try to take over the country and nobody was killed or anything. But this one, peaceful protests. Remember that? This was a picture. I can delete that one. I showed this one before. They used to make peg legs. Remember in the old days, you used to cut a leg off. You got an infection or something, they just cut it off. So leg crafters is a joke on lens crafters back in the day. This was on a poster at a place. I kind of wanted to buy it. It was pretty cool. This is hand painted on a big wood A-frame that you set out in front of the store. And I thought it was pretty cool, but I think they wanted like $300 for it or something. I was like, that's too much money. It's kind of cool, but I didn't think it was $300 cool. That's one side, and the other side, I think. There's two sides to it. Leg crafters. I don't know what the hell this picture's for. I don't know what the hell I was taking that picture for. I never know if it's okay for men to give CPR to an unconscious woman. Resuscitation is just a fancy word for rape. This is some woman who texted this. Freaking crazy liberal. The hell is this? He's got toilet paper around his neck and tape around here. Is that a mask? Is he just being a small? I don't know why. I don't even know why I have that. I'm going to delete it, though, because I don't know what the hell it is. Just taking up space. I love this one. This was probably the best meme that came out. Wearing a mask face like this with your freaking nose hanging out is like wearing your underwear like this. Please wear your mask properly. I thought this was great. I'm at 2 hours and 50 minutes. I better get through these damn pictures. This was one of the Minuteman. I thought it was a great picture. What the hell is this? Where was this at? We never left Jim Crow. Where was this at? I'm thinking this was at a Black Lives Matter protest. This was some, I was making a list of things for long distance shooters, a list of things to kind of pay attention to on it. I can't remember why I didn't finish it or whatever. What the hell is that? I don't even know what the hell that is. I'll delete that. I don't know. That's taking up space. Moon pie. Somebody asked about that or something, or there was a joke or a meme about a moon pie. And I think I snagged that picture. This is the explosion when that bomb blew up, and I can't remember where. I did a video on it. And that's the explosion. Get ready. Here we come. I can't remember if the camera survived and it comes back. Oh, yeah, there's devastation. I forgot where that bomb was at, but I had that photo. I saved this picture for tyrannical people that think we still have freedom and the cops aren't a standing army. I forgot where this was at, but I was just like, are you shitting me? This is not a standing army. This is not tyrannical police. If you ask 100 people what this is, they would all say this is the military. No, it's not. It's the police. World Bank says poor people need more money. No shit. Nice job, World Bank. Oh, these are just all the simple ones. The law. The police are not there for you. That's true. Responsible for nightclub. And Trump is responsible for El Paso and Dayton. I don't know why the hell I even have that. I'm deleting that shit too. So here are my Ray Charles pictures where I originally got on here. OJ didn't do it. Shit, the glove did not fit. I witnessed that shit. So I think so I was doing some freaking OJ thing and I had to make that meme. The most powerful woman in media with all the freaking crooked dudes. This is the guy that put his suit on backwards. This is a great Minuteman photo with a Patriot flag in the back. How do you wish to pay when toilet paper was like a big thing? You could use Visa, MasterCard, or toilet paper to pay for shit. That was my PayPal picture. This dude, freaking 4 stars and a pink badge. Chief. How much money did that cost the taxpayers to have everybody get a second badge that was pink? For those that don't know, if you buy a badge, a police badge can cost anywhere from $250 to $500, depending on what you put on it. What protection, how many stars, just the badge. What do you think they paid for all these in pink coating? Here's all the little pink patches. Oh, look. How wonderful. Everybody's got pink patches. Oh, Rick, they're in touch. Oh, look. It's the Pink City. Oh, ain't that cute? Why the hell do I have this one? Usually I have this if there's something funny, but I don't know why I even have this one. No. I made this one for the pinky toe takedown so people could train to shoot the pinky toe in case you want to take a suspect down. So I put a little pinky toe on a target when I tell people to do the pinky toe takedown. This was when the freaking cops were doing their stupid shit, and I played the Barnum Bailey's music in the background. Blue Line Matter beats up pesky citizen. I made this when I was cracking on Leto. He said something, I disagreed with him. So I slid in half my face with my pony where I did a video about that crazy woman that went through McDonald's. And then Leto was throwing something. So I took that picture and just put it together and said, who's right? There's that picture again. This guy put a pot lid on his face for a mask. You big dummy. No criminal comes forward and admits he did it. I forgot why I made that one. I saw it go down. It was a good shoot. This is when cops have Ray Charles justify their shoots. This is when I put Ray Charles approved. Graduation rate out. These guys, I forgot what they did, but I can delete that now. But that was freaking, they fucked some case up bad. That's just my standard Ray Charles photo that I can add other sayings. This is when they did that driving school. That one dude drove something, did something stupid. And so I said they graduated the Ray Charles driving school. This is a clown Ray Charles Academy. Ray Charles gets around. This was that damn horse that freaking won the Derby and all the shit that they did to that poor old horse. So I made this as a thumbnail for my, I was going to put that on my website for horse torture. That was me and that girl that won our, I went as a priest and she went as a little schoolgirl. And I had some Boys Life magazines. I think I showed that before. That was back when I had hair. These men support your right to bear arms. These men oppose it, and they got Obama added. I thought this was a pretty clever little thing. I thought this was a great picture during the riots. He's got a flag upside down. I think I was trying to make an RNN for Rick's News Network instead of CNN. I can delete that. Somebody made me a better one now. I can delete that one too. I'm getting rid of some posters. Yeah, that's my RNN that somebody made me. That one looks a lot better like CNN. Rush Limbaugh getting his Medal of Freedom from Trump before he died. Great picture, great American. This is where they were trying to cover the cops by saying, oh, if we just had a no crime zone, the guy wouldn't have went into school and shot him. Whatever. Freaking idiots. I'll delete that shit too. Oh, I made this one also. Fighting a tyrannical government, freeing a country. That's the picture I used. That's the tank that showed up for freaking guys carrying guns, just supporting a right of a business. They said they were going to close a business. So some Second Amendment guys went out there with guns and just stood outside the business. So the freaking cops got this freaking tank, MRAP, whatever the hell they call it, fucking turret, all this shit. Cops came in and took all the guys' guns and I think arrested them because they opened up during the COVID mandatory closure. And it was just freaking crazy tyrannical. I think this is my Ruger 204 that I built. Yeah. This gun shoots a bullet at 4,200 feet per second, 4,200 feet per second. That's fast. Okay. And Smokey was laying there, but I was doing a video because I just built this with Buck. And it's got the come and take it on here. And nice gun. A little heavy, but you do not want to get hit with that bullet going 4,200 feet per second. Let me tell you. I love this sticker. Somebody sent me this bumper sticker. Me and my homies would have been stacking bodies by now. That's where I was doing that crazy crying. I wanted to do something on abuse for this poor tiger in a zoo that they're not feeding. This might have been at Michael Jackson's place or something. Look how skinny this poor tiger is. I mean, just freaking sickening. I hate when people don't take care of animals. I think I posted that little machine gun thing already. Texas Rangers. They got their boots on. These are the Texas Rangers with all their freaking stars. After Uvalde. This is the little video of the Chinese farmer. When I say the FBI, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, no shit. I thought this was great. All these guns. Oh, yeah, we got to give the police more money, more things. They need to protect you. Supreme Court ruled they have no duty to protect. Who are all these guns for? It ain't for you. This was a video on my horse channel that I thought this one was too big for this horse. Impeach Trump. He's a psycho. They're wearing pussies on their head, and he's the psycho? Really? Of course. They're women. They can't be wrong. Show me on this dial where Trump voters hurt you. I love this one. I think I made this one. Oh, maybe Facebook Capital made it. And I added this. Or maybe they did the whole thing. I can't remember. I made a lot of these, but this was pretty freaking funny. I loved it. And the joke behind this is when we do sexual assault investigations on children, we always show them dials. And we'll say, where did he touch you? And they can point because they may not know how to say penis, vagina, whatever. So we just say point on this dial where he touched you, etc. And we get it on videotape. So all the freaking little liberals that are always crying, the Trump voters hurt me and I'm scared. So this is kind of funny. Show me on the dial where you were hurt. Okay. Because you can't. Because it's your damn feelings. And there ain't no feelings on the dial. You freaking crybabies. Rick, you should be more sensitive. This is when they shot all these freaking people at that UPS thing. Flag burning. This is how much freaking aid we give to everybody in the country. How much freaking money my tax dollars go to all these freaking countries every year. 852 million, 891 million, 1.5 billion, 1.5 billion, 595 million, Ukraine 507 million, Morocco, Zimbabwe. I mean, look at all these freaking countries that we give money to. And meanwhile, my fucking property taxes go up every year. And we've got 2 million people crossing the border that we've got to educate, give free medical, give free homes, put them up in hotels. And then motherfuckers want to call me a racist and America's bad. And I should just pay more fucking taxes and work harder so all these fucking countries can get all this fucking money that everyone else has to work for. Oh, this slide pisses me off. As you can tell, just seeing it irritates me. This was Featherless Chief. This is the Chief of Uvalde. I made this. He's talking like he was a Superman. He did good. He didn't leave. He was there. I was like, you're so full of shit. This is how many cops were in there waiting for backup. When Tatum was saying that the cops did good, this is what 19 cops look like. And that's how many cops were in a hallway waiting, saying we need backup before they went in and got the kids at Uvalde. Just freaking a classical utter failure of law enforcement and government. I made a crybaby sign because this guy freaking tried to copyright me. When you outline public protest, you mandate violent revolution. I thought this was a pretty good Santa Claus picture with an AR and a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, shit blowing up. I thought that was a great picture. This same government that allows this are now worried about public health. Yeah, you allow this, but you have to wear a mask because we want to protect you. We're going to shut down your business so you don't catch COVID. But this is okay. Yeah, this is fine. Same city, San Francisco, that has an app that tells you where the shit's at so you don't step in it. You can look on the app to avoid the shit. I made this slide because everybody's always talking about drawing chalk lines around things. And usually at every, I don't know, let's say angry black woman fight, you see this on the ground. So I kind of made this as a a little chalk line for a victim. This is Whoopi with a gun with Trump blowing his head out. No problem. If you did this for Biden or Pelosi, you would be investigated and in jail. Our freaking corrupt media. This is a great song. I made this, but I got a copyright strike on it.
There's bound to be a ghost at the back of your closet. No matter where you live, there'll always be a...
I think I might have posted this on Bitchute, but great song, and I put all these slides in here about Ruby Ridge and all that shit. If it's not posted, I'll try and post it. Remind me. This was a shooting of a female rookie officer, and I can't remember why I did this. I think she killed somebody or something before she was shot or shot her. I got to look this up. I've saved this for some reason. This is what the Twin Towers used to look like before we had open borders and people coming in to steal planes. This is the people that work at YouTube. Oh, look at the pretty hair. Oh, look at the pretty purple hair. Oh, look, everybody's happy. Oh, and the men, they all look like smiling with tofu in their teeth. Oh, and oh, we're so lucky. Google ideas. Oh, that's my last picture. I'm done. All right. So, That's my Ray Charles folder for those that want to know. So I've been missing all the comments, so I have no idea what you guys are talking about. You're probably bitching like, why is he showing these freaking things? Why are we watching this? Why? Look, I just so you know all the effort that goes in. I've got to keep folders of slides and this and that, and then I have to find them when I do these videos. And I mean, it's a little bit more work than I think people think, but I'm not saying that because I want you to cry about how hard I work. I do this because I enjoy it, whatever. If I don't want to do it, I don't do it. Oh, somebody's leaving. Good night. I'm at 3 songs. That is a great song. The Wolves or something. I haven't even looked at how many people I have. I have 500 people here. How many did I have earlier? Did I have a lot of people? I thought Gutter Girl was coming back. I haven't seen her. We all need to unite, say enough's enough. I know. Thanks. What time is it? Oh shit, it's 10 o'clock here. I'm on probably my 3rd one. So we'll probably end that. Don't cry, Rick. You don't cry. Oh. Longest live I've ever watched? Yes! Way to go, Deb! If I had a woman every time they told me it was the longest... Well, never mind. I don't want to get too personal. Jen! I got my kisses from Jen. I'll follow you in a fight, I swear. It should not behave like a ponytail. Bring your gun, girl. All right. I'm still here in Australia. Tuppy. All right. 24-hour live. No, we're done. Lester's at the hospital? What? Is Lester at the hospital? No shit. 6 a.m. here in Saudi? Dude, you're a diehard. If you watched the whole live, you started watching at 3 a.m.? Wow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure YouTube's going to block this, so I don't know if it will post on Bitchute and etc. But we'll see. Good night from California. Good night. Somebody confirm whether Lester's in the hospital. What happened? Or is that just some rumor to get everybody panicking so his phone blows up? Do you think nuclear war is near? No, I don't. I think Putin can. And he's actually threatened to do a city in Britain. So if he does start a nuclear war, then NATO will have to decide on what to do. And if Britain wants to nuke him, then we'll probably back Britain. But it would probably be up to Britain to nuke him if they got nuked. I don't think China wants a nuclear war. I mean, I think Putin's probably the only one, and that's the problem when you back people in a corner. Where's my Bob Dylan? I forgot the name of the song. When you ain't got, where's my damn, when you ain't got nothing, you got nothing to lose. Bob Dylan. He said it good. Putin doesn't have anything right now. He's losing his world flight. He's losing his military. He's having to do a draft. He's having to hire people from other countries. He's lost a lot of money. He's on sanctions. People are pissed off at him. His army's leaving. His army's got a bad reputation because their equipment sucks. He can't get new equipment because of supply channels. He is getting backed into a corner to where he has nothing to lose. When you ain't got nothing, you got nothing to lose. That's the problem with taking everything. But you know what? We'll see how it goes. Nighty night. Good night, everybody. We're wrapping this up. Good night. American woman said Lester's at the hospital. Why? And how does she know? What do you do to get attacked by what's your thought on EMP? EMP is the best attack. I think if Putin was smart, he should do an EMP if he was going to do it. Set a nuke off up in the atmosphere and take out everybody's grid. If he doesn't do it, Iran will do it when they get a nuke. They'll do it to either Israel or they'll do it to us. And our grid, I mean, we're sending billions and billions and billions of dollars on stupid shit to all these countries. We're bailing Iran or freaking Ukraine out All that money's going over there. Ain't nothing changing. We're doing all this shit. We could be having a closed border and our grid could be EMP proof. That is the biggest threat for the last 20 years of knocking us back into the Stone Ages. With the supply channels and we can't make our own shit, when a nuclear bomb goes off 26 miles or higher in the earth, it goes line of sight and it takes out every electrical transmission, period. It electrifies the air. It sends out these radio waves and it fries everything that's plugged into a circuit. It flies everything with a circuit, transformer. It just does massive damage. Radios, cars, electrical grid, everything goes down. Computers, everything from one nuclear bomb exploding in the air. EMP is the biggest threat. It only takes one nuke. And you know what? We could be making our shit EMP proof with all this money we're getting. Instead, we're talking about Green New Deals, freaking building windmills that don't work, bending freaking this, getting rid of coal, building freaking electric cars that we can't even make enough energy to charge them. Yeah. Everything's great in freaking liberal feel-good land until shit hits a fan and everybody's knocked back to the Stone Ages. EMP is probably a bigger threat than a nuke attack, in my opinion. Have a good one. Thanks, Rick. Your lovely friends. Thanks, Tuppy. Good night from Australia. Putin is bluffing. Hey, a guy's always bluffing. The woman that killed her kids was bluffing when she said she was at wit's end. The guy that cut the woman's head off was bluffing when he said, go ahead, snitch lip. He was bluffing until he cut her head off. So it's easy to say he's bluffing, and I think he probably is, but he is unstable, and he is a power-hungry maniac. And people with power don't want to give up power. And if they don't have a choice to give up power, they'd rather go out in a flame, kind of like Saddam, where he lit all the freaking oil wells on fire, polluted the earth, destroyed all the oil wells, destroyed a whole country. He didn't care. People backed in a corner going out of power ain't got nothing to lose. Those guys are dangerous. I'm telling you. I'll check Lester's site quick. Thanks, Mary. Take care, gun people. Like a Rolling Stone. Is that the one when you ain't got nothing? Cow push Lester into the gate, may have torn his rotator cuff. Oh, shit. Hang on, let me see if I can get an update from his ass. I'm going to send him an audio text. Yo, you big dummy. What are you doing playing tag with a cow and losing? Rumor is you're in a hospital. How's your arm, puss boy? So that's what I'm sending to him. Let's see if he answers. Rick, you can't send Lester that. Well, I just did. He's gonna be like, fuck you, Rick. All right. Diamond Jane. Lester posted live Facebook. Cow pushed his arm into gate at LHL feed corral. May have torn rotator cuff. It's 10 o'clock. He might be on drugs. I mean, he may not get this text, or he might read it and go, fuck you, because he ain't answered. His phone's probably blowing up. Russia holds more ground in Ukraine. They're fighting a U.S.-backed Nazi one more time. Alexa, play Like a Rolling Stone.
Here's Like a Rolling Stone by Bob Dylan on Amazon Music.
All right, I'm out of here. I got to go delete that before YouTube finds it, gives me copyright strike. Y'all have a good night, and we'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for coming. 3 hours and 23 minutes. What the hell? See y'all.